Hello, my JEE warriors. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you guys are able to see me, hear me loud and clear. And if so, put up a yo, put up a fire, rain it with lots and lots of fire emojis so that I know I'm seen and you guys are active, and show your excitement. Don't be silent. I know it's just last few days before your second attempt of JEE Mains, and this is our final battle. That's why you can see all the three Vatis have come together, all the three Thalaivas have come together, all the three gods have come together, all the forces have come together to help you out with this amazing mega mock test 1. Tomorrow we're going to have mega mock test 2, and then we'll also have sure shot as well. Hello Subhash, Krupali, hello Ashwin, Lingeshwaram, welcome Abhi, welcome everyone. So those of you who do not know me, let me just quickly introduce myself. You can just go through it. Some of you already know me. Meanwhile, I'll just say hello, hi to everyone out here. And today has been a day full of results, 10th result, 12th results, you know. So very exciting. I know some of you might be disappointed, some of you might be very happy. Control any kind of emotions right now. It's now the time to work for JEE, because at the end of the day your JEE marks are going to matter for your NIT admission, and obviously JEE Mains marks also are going to help you for reaching JEE Advanced, which is your gateway for IITs. So prepare for your final battle. It's not yet the time to celebrate fully. We are going to celebrate after a month or so. After JEE Advanced, BITSAT, everything is over, the results are out. That's the time when we are going to party together. Alright? So if you want to know more about me, you can obviously contact me on my Instagram handle. That's captain_Shreyas. And before we begin, do not forget to smash the like as well as hit the subscribe button. Good evening, Santosh, Kenny, Nusrat. So let me know how is your preparation going in the chat box. So many of you are very excited, like you can see. In the last few days, it's very important. Just give mock tests and don't study anything new. That's why we are not conducting lectures like, let's say whatever, chapter name and then, the session on that. It's not the time for that. Now is the time for problem solving. Lots and lots of problems. Go through the definitions, see what is not known, go through our lectures, go to the crash course. You know where the crash course is, right? The link is there in the description box right over here. Still, you can use the crash course for test series, mock tests, anything that you want. Make sure you go with that. And the coupon code is SHHPRO, which will give you the best discounts, best deals, for all the courses that are there on Vedantu. All right. Preparation is going good. Great. Awesome. Awesome, guys. So let's begin with the class. Starting with the first question. Get ready with your pens, papers, and obviously your mind should be open. Here's the first question, and let's see what it's on. Okay. It's a YDSA experiment question. Lambda is given, D is given, D is given. A film is pasted on the upper slit. Central maxima shifts to the point where it is just in front of the upper slit. What is the path difference at the center of the screen? Interesting. Let's try to draw the diagram first. So these are our two slits. This is S1 and let's say this is S2, and the distance between the slits and the screen is capital D. Now this is our screen, like you can see. Usually the pattern is formed on the screen such that the central maxima happens to be at this particular point O, or the origin. Now because of the film which is pasted over here, because of a thin film over here, you see the pattern gets shifted such that the maxima shifts to the point in front of the upper slit. In front of the upper slit means here. That means this is where the new maxima is. So now the real question is, if the pattern gets shifted, will the fringe width be affected or not? Will the fringe width be affected or not? Larshan, formula revision already done. Just search for formula revision Shreyas sir. You will get the video. It's a 2.5 hour video. Just watch it. No, right? It won't change. Okay. So beta won't be affected. It won't change. Now if the fringe width doesn't change, interesting, and P is where the new maxima is, and the question says what is the path difference at O. Basically you need to find for this distance PO, what exactly is the path difference created? At P, the path difference is 0 because it's the maxima. So from the maxima, if you go to some point whose distance is this much, how much is this distance? This is d by 2. What is the path difference? So the question can be rephrased as, instead of writing this entire big thing, what is the path difference at a point which is d by 2 from central maxima, that is the new way of framing the question. Now what is the path difference formula, guys? The path difference formula is d sine theta, but we all know sine theta is roughly equal to tan theta. And what is tan theta equal to? Tan theta will be, you can think about it this way, this is theta, so tan theta will be opposite by adjacent, so this will be nothing but d by 2. I hope you understood why this is d by 2, because this whole thing is d, this is d by 2, this is d by 2, that's why this was d by 2, correct? So d by 2 divided by capital D, and that's it. This is going to be equal to d square by 2 times of d. Substitute everything and you will get the answer. Substitute everything and you should get the answer. What is the value of small d? Small d is given to be 1 millimeter, so it will be 10 to the power minus 3 the whole square, and capital D, the distance between the screen and the slits is just given to be 1. So this is just going to be 0.5 because half is 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 6, which you can also write it as 500 into 10 to the power minus 9, that's in meters. But the answer as demanded is in nanometer, so I have put 10 to the power minus 9, which is 500. 500 is the answer. C for captain, C for correcto, that's how it is. So this session is going to be quite long because physics, chemistry, maths, all the 3 subjects mock test is going to be done over here. So all varieties of questions, very different and new concepts you will probably see. Some of the concepts are probably old, but you might have forgotten. Some of the things which you did not realize, were actually correct. So suddenly you will start realizing a lot of things. So make sure you attend the entire session, even if you are a 12th standard student who is going to write the exam next year. Moving on to the next question, but before that, let me tell you, you can get the entire PDF later on, maybe tomorrow, in the Telegram channel. Also the updates, important notifications, solutions of the homework, whatever, you will get it in the Telegram channel. Join it, the link is there in the description, or you can even scan this QR code. Next question is up on your screen. The electromagnetic wave has an electric field given by this equation. The moment you look at this equation, you should realize that this is like a wave equation. Any wave equation is of the form y is a sine kx plus minus omega t. So it's very similar. Okay. What is the field, magnetic field at 0, 0, when time is 0 and position is 0? Okay, Dheeraj, you have JEE on 28th. Good, you have some extra time. Make use of that time, bacha. Okay. So I'm not saying it will be all 30, bacha, Vijayalakshmi. It will be a variety of questions. I'm not sure about the number, but there are lots of questions out here. Concentrate on the variety, models of questions. Don't concentrate on the number of questions. Okay. So first of all, if I want to find magnetic field from electric field, it's a EM wave. I think I need to know where is speed of light, where is it moving, and from that I can figure out where is magnetic field. Because I know one thing, electric field cross magnetic field is always parallel to the velocity of light. Now, velocity of light, where is it? See, this is an equation in x, and whenever you have an equation in x and there is a minus sign, then understand it is actually going not in the positive x, it's going in the negative x. So keep this in mind. When you have y is equal to a sine, omega t plus kx or kx plus omega t, one and the same thing, guys. Do not get scared by that. So let's say if it is kx minus omega t, that means it is moving in the negative x. And if it was kx plus omega t, sorry, this is plus x, my bad, sorry. This, if it is minus, it is plus, and if it is plus, it is minus. So then it is minus x axis. So that's how things work. It's exactly the opposite sign. Now you can see there is a minus sign here. That means it's actually going in the plus I cap direction. So whatever the answer you get should be parallel to I hat direction. Many of you are saying C. Let's figure it out. Now, the value of the electric field that you get by substituting T0 and X0 will be 6 into cos, and here you will have 0 minus again 0 and z hat, that means it is k cap. So cos of 0 is 1, so it will be 6k hat. Now 6k hat means it is basically parallel to k hat. So k hat cross what will give you I hat? K cross what will give you I hat? That's how you have to think. Now if you do not know how to think about this, well, that also I will teach you, don't worry. I, J, K, you write it in cyclic order. If you go like this, it is positive. If you go like this, anti-clockwise, it is negative. From K, you want to multiply something to get I. K into something will give you I. K cross J gives you minus I, but K cross minus J gives you plus I. So hence this should be minus J hat. Minus J hat. Always like this, if you go, it is negative. Hence the answer is option C. Got it? It is not D. Be careful. Lot of students end up marking D. Realize this. So this logic you should know. Whenever you go anti-clockwise, it is negative. But if you go clockwise, then it is positive. Had I done K cross J, I would have got minus I. But I want plus I. So K cross minus J will give me plus I. That's the logic behind it. Everybody with me on this? Okay, give me a thumbs up, give me a fire. And I hope you have smashed the like button and also hit the subscribe button by now. Moving on to the next question coming up on your screen. A beam of light of certain wavelength, certain power is directed on the cathode of a photoelectric cell. Only 10% of the photons effectively produce photoelectrons. Find the current due to these electrons. Okay, interesting. Let's try to understand what is happening. So basically you have a cathode over here, and what is happening? Light is falling onto it. Light of wavelength certain 413 nanometers or something. Okay, this is 413 nanometer light which is falling, and these photons will emit photoelectrons. But if there are 100 photons falling, only 10 photons are responsible for the electrons being ejected out. So don't expect many electrons. Few electrons are coming out from this. Because of this, there is some current which is flowing. Now in order to find out that current, I need to find out how much electrons are ejected. In order to find out how many electrons are ejected, what else do I need? How many photons are falling onto it? How do I find photons falling onto it? It's simple. See, power is given and wavelength is given. From wavelength, you know the energy of a photon. So the logic over here is that the energy of a photon into n will give me total energy of all the photons falling onto it, divided by time will give me the number of photons falling onto it. Correct? This is nothing but the energy, total energy per unit time. So this is nothing but total energy incident per unit time, which is basically all incident. So this is nothing but your power. This is nothing but your power. Okay. So from this, energy of the photon is 1240 divided by 413. This is in electron volt. Okay, 413. You will get in basically, sorry, not here. Here you will get electron volt. Everybody with me on this? Yep, very good. Into n by t is equal to the power. The power is 2 milliwatts. So 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. Everybody with me on this? Everybody with me on this? Right? So this is in milliwatt. From this I will get n by t is equal to, oh by the way, 400 into 3 will be 1200. 13 3s are 39. So roughly speaking this is 3. Roughly speaking this is 3. So n by t will come out to be 2 by 3 into 10 to the power minus 6. Just check this out. 2 by 3 into 10 to the power minus 6. That's what we got. Everybody with me on this? Awesome. Now what's the next thing? The next thing to do over here is basically find the current which is going to effectively come out. Now remember, this is the photons falling, but these many number of electrons won't be ejected. Only 10% will be ejected. So what will be 10% of 2 by 3 into 10 to the power minus 6? 10% of 2 into 10 to the power, sorry, why did I put 10 to the power minus 6? My bad, guys. It was 10 to the power minus 3. I'm so sorry. By mistake, I don't know why I changed it. So sorry. This was 10 to the power minus 3 only. So 10% of this will be nothing but 2 by 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 10. That means it's just going to be 10 to the power minus 4. These many electrons will come out. These many electrons will be ejected out. And now there is a small catch. Many people forget that symbol and then you will get a wrong answer. What is that catch? Is that this 3 is in electron volt, but here everything is in watt, which is joules. So there is this E over here which you should not miss. That E over there is something which you should not miss. So make sure you put that E also over here, and if that E is over here, then that E will also come over here as well as over here. So that is the E which you cannot miss over there. Now, once you know the number of electrons being ejected out, you can always find the current. The current will be number of electrons which are coming out of it per unit time into the charge of each electron. The number of electrons which are coming out of it per unit time is 2 by 3 into E into 10 to the power minus 4 into E, of course. The best part is E and E gets cancelled. So I will just have 2 by 3 into 10 to the power minus 4 amperes. So I think these options had it to be changed. Ignore these options. But if I had to calculate in microamperes, now 2 by 3 is nothing but 0.66 into 10 to the power minus 4 amperes. So this will become, just make it 10 to the power minus 6, it will become 66 into 10 to the power minus 6 amperes, which is nothing but 66 microamperes. So 66 microamperes will be the answer. 66 microamperes will be the answer. Everybody understanding? This is a very good question. This can come in numerical type also. This can come as a hard type of question or lengthy type of question as well. That's all. Okay. So the idea being, first finding number of photons falling onto it. Second idea being only a percentage of it is ejected. So 10% of that, and from the percentage or the number of electrons being ejected out, that number of electrons being ejected out into the charge will give you the current. That's all. Very good. Yeah, Larshan, I think I just summarized it. Even without looking at your comment, I think I just summarized it. Cool. So these are the major steps. And be careful, this E is very important. This E automatically got cancelled. So you don't have to even substitute the value of E. Remember, this 1240 is in electron volt, and whatever is the wavelength is always in nanometers, which was, I think, the case. So that is a good thing. So don't worry about this. This is wrong option. These options had it to be changed. Okay, don't worry about it. Moving on to another question. Okay, no problem, Shruti, just join in from now. Okay, a beam of light passes from this medium to this medium to this medium. What is the correct relationship between the refractive indices? Who is more than whom? And just compare looking at the diagram. That's all. Hello, Kiran Babu, Golpali. Nice names, bacha. Welcome. Join in. Start solving the questions. Think about it. How are you going to solve this beautiful question on Snell's law? There are 3 mediums, refractive indices given, the path of the light is also given. What is the exact relationship between the refractive indices? So first of all, according to Snell's law, refractive index into sine of angle of incidence is constant. From this, you will get to know n is in a way inversely proportional to sine of I. So wherever I is more, n is less. Where I is less, n is more. Inversely kind of related. Now, all you have to do is probably drop a perpendicular so that you can measure the angles over here. So I'm just drawing the angles. This is I1, this is I2, this is I3. Just think who is more than whom. You will get the answer. Obviously, I3 is the highest. I3 is the highest. Then comes I1 and then comes I2. So, refractive index wise, it will be exactly opposite. Ishan, I'm very proud of you, bacha. 92%. Good score. Congratulations. Keep it up. Time to rock now in 12th standard. Exactly opposite. So N3 will be least, and then N1, then N2. So I think that's option D, guys. Exactly reverse. Exactly reverse. Option D. Very good, Bhunath. Awesome, Ashwin, Roshant. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Got it? So this is completely based on your Snell's law, and the fact that angle of incidence and refractive index are related this way, it becomes very easy looking at the normals and the angles out here. Next question is a beautiful question, and that is on basically voltage drop across the inductor. Wow. So EMI, the chapter of EMI. So there is a graph, and the question is, based on this graph, predict what is the average EMF developed in the circuit. Okay, very good. KVS, it is D, bacha. Just check it out again. Yeah, just check. No, what you said is wrong. Okay, check the angle. The angle of the third one is the highest. Then comes 1 and then comes 2. Okay, just check. Very good. So don't worry about your board marks, guys, right now. Just worry now on, concentrate on JEE now. That is more important. Don't worry about your boards, how it went. I could have done that. I could have done this. Oh, I got this. Oh, he got this much. What should I do? It's not going to matter so much. NEET and JEE marks will matter for you. Okay. So the best way about looking at this problem is, if you notice the slope over here, is positive. Correct? Slope over here is positive. Here, the slope is negative. Again, the slope is positive and the slope is negative. Why am I looking at the slope? You might be wondering. Okay. Now, here is the logic. Whenever you look at the EMF, it is nothing but L times di by dt. What is di by dt? It's the slope of this graph. It's the slope of this graph. Do you see that? It's the slope of this particular graph. Correct. Now, sometimes the current is changing positively, then it is changing negatively. And yes, this is just the magnitude, but if you go by sign, there is a minus sign also. That means the sign of E also keeps changing. Once it becomes negative, then positive, negative, then positive. So if it is negative, positive, negative, positive, what will be the average? What will be the average EMF? Obviously, the number of negatives and the number of positives are going to be equal. Hence, the average is going to be just 0, bacha. It's just going to be 0. There you go. Yep. Very good. Very good. Definitely, Rashmik, you will get just few more days. Things can change. Concentrate on mock tests. Figure out your gaps. Don't make silly mistake. Time, strategize and plan. You will get more than 99 percentile. Okay. Somebody was saying, sir, the last option, something was wrong or something. N2 more than N1 more than N3. This is perfectly correct, guys. So that student KVVS3, look at this, bacha. I3 more than I1 more than I2. So just put reverse order. Just put reverse. So this will be N2, this will be N1, this will be N3. This will be N3. So it's correct. N2 more than N1 more than N3. It's exactly the same option. Nothing is wrong over here. KVVS. Okay. I hope you guys got it. There was nothing wrong. Everything is fine only. Moving on to the next one coming up on your screen. Thank you for all the love, Vishal Garu from Hyderabad. Okay. Now the plate of a parallel plate capacitor is charged up to 100 volts. A 2 millimeter, there is a space in between, plate is inserted between the plates to maintain the same voltage difference. Distance between the capacitor has to be changed. The dielectric constant of that dielectric will be how much? Let's try to do this. Okay. First, you had a capacitor, but there was nothing in it. There was some distance, there is some area, it's completely filled with air. The capacitance of such a capacitor will be given by epsilon naught A by D. Now you disconnect that from the battery and you add some slab and you change the distance. Now, the moment you do all of these processes, there are few things to keep in mind. Because you disconnect, because it is disconnected, the moment you disconnect, the charge is basically going to remain conserved. It has nowhere to go, so charge will remain same. Everybody agrees with this? Everybody agrees with this? Very good. Next, to maintain the same voltage difference, that means even the voltage has to be maintained as per the given question. If Q is same, V is same, will the new capacitance be same or different? Think about it. Because it was disconnected, charge has nowhere to go. As per the question, somehow you have to change the distance so that voltage has to be same. If Q is CV, that means you have to maintain the capacitance also. So C will also be the same. That's the logic behind it. Very good. Now, in the next diagram, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show some more distance, and maybe I'll just put up a slab over here whose dielectric constant is K. Now, whenever you want to find the capacitance of such a thing, remember it is epsilon naught A divided by air gap plus slab thickness by K. This is the formula you should remember. Whatever is the gap of air plus slab by the K. That's all. Now it becomes simple. So it will become epsilon naught, or maybe I'll just put it on the next line so it will be easier. So K, so just substitute. So it will be epsilon naught A, just ignore this, by air gap. Now, what was the air gap before? It was D. I increase it by how much? 1.6 millimeters, 1.6 millimeters. Okay, but you have put a slab in between, so I'm taking away some air thickness, so minus the slab thickness, so that is nothing but 2. That's it. So that is your air gap. Slab thickness is 2, dielectric constant is K. That's it. That is my final equation. This is the capacitance in the second case, this is the capacitance in the first case, but both are same. Just equate the two and you will get the answer. If this C and this C are the same, that means numerator is also same, that means denominator will also be the same. So basically comparing these two, look at this, comparing these two, this C and this C, this denominator should be equal to this denominator. Everybody agrees with this? So just do that. So D will be equal to D plus 1.6 minus 2 plus 2 divided by K. DD cancels, so take that on the other side. So it will become 2 minus 1.6 is equal to 2 divided by K. 2 minus 1.6 is nothing but 0.4, which is 2 divided by K. So basically K will be nothing but 2 divided by 0.4. Now 20 divided by 4 is nothing but 5. So hence the value of K should be 5 units. So where is 5? Option A. That's it. There you go. Option A is correct. So you should know this formula. This is the easiest way to remember a dielectric being put, not completely, but partially inside a gap of a capacitor. If you know it, it becomes easy to solve. And you should understand why I have subtracted this 2. See, earlier the gap was D. In that, T is already taken because of the slab, so D minus T. But again, I increased it by 1.6, so plus 1.6. So that's why this number. Understood? Shall I go ahead? Hello, immortal soul. Okay, great Ratna, no problem. But this is very important question. Moving on to the next one coming up on your screen. There is a current flowing in this hexagon. Question is find the magnetic field at the center. These kind of questions are common either with rectangles, squares, or even triangles or circles, or God knows, so many other shapes you can get, and very commonly asked question. So whenever you have such a question, remember, if you take any one element, you see how far it is, draw the endpoints, find the field due to that element, and just multiply by the number of sides. That's it. So the net field will be, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides into magnetic field due to any one such side. Now the magnetic field due to any one such side will be given by mu naught current divided by 4 pi into R, and here you will have sine of alpha plus sine of beta. Now what is that alpha and beta? Well, alpha is this, beta is this. This is a beautiful equilateral triangle. That's a property of a hexagon. You get 6 beautiful equilateral triangles. Everybody with me on this? So if that is an equilateral triangle, how much will each of these angles be? It will be 30 degrees and 30 degrees each. Everybody with me on this? So shouldn't this be sine 30 and sine 30 each? Now 6 by 4 will just become 3 by 2. You will have mu naught I, and you will also have pi. Sine 30, half plus half is just going to be 1. Okay, but R, I'm worried about it. So for that, I have a small hint for you over here. Just concentrate on that triangle which is there. It's a beautiful equilateral triangle. This is the distance from the center O this is your wire which is carrying that current. Now you guys know that this much part, only this much part will be a by 2, correct? This much part will be a by 2. Since it's an equilateral triangle, even this side I know is going to be a. So how much is this side going to be, assuming this is 30 degrees? How difficult is that? It's like finding the altitude of an equilateral triangle. So R will be nothing but a cos 30, you can see it's adjacent, so it will be a root 3 by 2. So instead of R, you're just going to put a root 3 divided by 2. Now you can clearly see this 2 and this 2 cancels. This root 3 and 3 cancels, so root 3 remains, mu naught I also remains, pi remains, as well as a remains. This half and half becomes 1. So that's the answer, guys. Just check it out. Is it there somewhere? Option D is the correct one. There you go. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay. Even when battery is connected, we can use the same formula for capacitance. Yeah, see, that formula for capacitance was in general. But when battery will be connected, voltage will be anyway same only. But the charge will not be conserved. That's the problem. Charge will flow in or out. So things could change. That's all. Okay. Everybody clear? KVVS, don't try to remember formulas like that. don't do that. Okay, bacha? JEE is also very smart. Just understand the concept. See, if you try to by heart every case, every formula, na, then that's not how you become a good engineer. I mean, if you just by heart for every type of question, this is how it is. No, that's not how it works. What if they give you a question where one of the side is missing, or maybe, you know, there is different current in one side, there is this different current in one side, the direction of the current is different in one side, then what will you do? So that's why you should know the technique more than the formula. Okay, so moving on to the next one. A capacitor and a coil in series are connected to a 6-volt AC source. By varying the frequency, maximum current is this much. If the same coil is now connected to a cell of EMF this much and internal resistance this much, the current will be. Okay, let's try to understand. Isha, Iyer, I got 98.6 first attempt. How many marks should I increase to get 99 plus? Isha, it's a really difficult question, bacha, because number of students are different, exam is different, also students will prepare more. So I feel to get that increase of 0.2% tile in that range, it will be around 20 marks or something, 15 marks, 20 marks, considering less students, competitiveness, more preparation. Okay, Isha, but don't spam, bacha. Please don't spam like this. It's not correct. Okay, now let's understand it. By varying the frequency of the source, maximum current is observed this much. Okay, let's talk about the first case. In the first case, capacitor and a coil is there, and probably there will be some resistance also, which I do not know. It's connected to some AC source, and the AC source is 6 volts. The maximum current is observed, and that is how much? 600 milliamperes. And if it is clearly mentioned it is maximum, what do I mean by that? What do you mean by maximum current? Does that mean something? Think about it. Think about it. Maximum current, that means it's the situation of resonance. So this word simply put means it is resonating. It is resonating. And in resonance, the current is nothing but the applied voltage divided by the impedance, which happens to be just R. So from this, R will be voltage divided by 600 milliamperes. So that is 10 to the power minus 3. That's 6 by 0.6, which is nothing but 10 ohms. So the resistance of that coil or whatever is in that is just going to be 10 ohms. But that's not the question. Now look at the second part. Now the same coil is connected across a cell. So that coil is there. That coil has some resistance as found out here, which is 10 ohms, to a cell of how many volts? The cell's voltage is 6 volt and some internal resistance of 2 ohm. This inductor will behave like a wire. This inductor will behave like a wire for DC circuit. Correct? So now the question is, what is the current in this circuit? So the current will be simple DC. So it is total voltage by total resistors in series. Voltage is 6. Resistance is just 10 plus 2. which is nothing but 6 by 12, which is nothing but 0.5 amperes. 0.5 amperes is there over here. Option A. So you don't need any Excel, XC formulas. You don't need phasor diagrams. It was pure analysis and realizing that it is resonating. And because of the resonance, you can see the problem gets simplified by a great deal. And there was AC as well as DC circuit. And also the catch is that the same resistance is used here along with this internal resistance. Moving on to the next one. Okay, get ready guys. These kind of questions are the ones which are going to help you get more than 99 percentile as well. Okay, so these are very good questions. Even if you are at 60, 70, 80 percentile, 50 percentile, attend these questions. A part of the question will come in some or the other way in your upcoming JEE Mains attempt. So try this out. Yes, Aswin, when I'm talking to all of you, make sure you start solving it, okay? Okay, yes, definitely Aswin. Check this out. There is a portable generator, it is turning and EMF is there, additional bulb is connected. How much torque is required to keep the generator spinning at that same speed? Interesting. Well, first of all, if you have a generator and if it is rotating and it is generating some voltage, so it's obviously experiencing some kind of resistance, and that's why you need to provide some torque to keep on rotating it. If you add some extra load onto it, then if you do not provide the torque, the speed will reduce. To maintain the torque, you have to, to maintain the speed, you have to produce additional torque. So I think you should think of it this way. Power is nothing but torque into angular speed, like power is force into velocity. In rotation, it will be power is torque into angular velocity. Now, what has not changed is the angular speed. Look at this. Omega has not changed. So, if I add some power extra, this is extra. So, obviously, I need to provide some extra torque in order to give the same omega. I think now the problem becomes very easy. I don't think many of the things are even needed in the problem. Extra power is 500. Extra torque, I do not know. Angular speed is 350. So that extra torque, this 0 cancels. It will be just 50 divided by 35. So this goes with 7 and this goes with 10. 10 by 7 is roughly going to be 1.4. Just check this out, 1.4 Newton meter. Everybody with me on this? So this voltage, no use. This voltage is of no use. It was just given, I don't know why, just to confuse you, or redundant information, not needed. And this happens in JEE Mains many times. But don't get fooled by it. You should realize the concept. Acha, you adding more bulbs means you need more power. How do you increase the power? Either by increasing the speed or by providing torque. But speed did not change, so torque has changed. Oh, power, force, velocity, power, torque, angular velocity. That's how you look at the question. Cool? Moving on to the next one. Water is flowing continuously from a tap. Now, what has happened is that because of that internal section, the speed of the tap has an internal section of this much. The water speed as it leaves the tap is this much. The cross section of the water stream 4.5 centimeters below the tap is how much? Interesting question. Okay. So the velocity of the velocity as it leaves the tap. I don't think this was like this as far as I remember. It should not be here. The velocity leaves the tap. No, this should have been the velocity as it reaches 4.5 centimeter below. This speed should have been there, guys. Okay? So I think there is some mistake while printing. As far as I remember, this wording should have been changed, but anyways, I am changing it right over here right now. Now let's try to solve the question. So this speed of 5 meters per second is when it reaches 4.5 centimeters below. Now let's draw the diagram and see what happens. So this is the tap and Basically this has a cross-sectional area of 5 centimeters square. Now that liquid which is going to come out like this, okay, the cross section of the water stream at a distance of 4.5 centimeter below. That means over here, what is the area of the cross section? That is the question. Interesting. Now, as per the given question, the speed of water, here is 5, okay, this is 5 meters per second. Now here, what is the speed? Well, that is not given. Let's just try to find it out. Okay, maybe I'll need it. So let's just assume that the speed over here is, let's say, v1. Here the speed is 5. And the height difference between these 2 points, is 4.5 centimeters, which I can write it in meters as 0.045 meters. 0.045 meters. Everybody with me on this? Okay. Obviously, I'm going to need the equation of continuity. I'm also going to need the Bernoulli's equation. Now, as far as I remember, this decimal also shouldn't have been there. There was some correction. I think so. Okay. But maybe the decimal is there. I am guessing the decimal was not supposed to be there. That is also one correction. So if it is 45 centimeters, so when you go down, the distance in meters will be nothing but 0.45 meters. 0.45 meters. Actually, it should have been 45 centimeters. So there are a lot of corrections here. I don't think that has got reflected. Okay. Anyways, now let's try to solve this using different Bernoulli's principle and equation of continuity. Okay. So the first thing, I can say that since I want to find the area of the cross section over here, if I know the speed over here, I think my job is done. But to find the speed, I will use Bernoulli like this. Half into rho into v1 square plus the height, which is rho gh, pressure will be same, is equal to, at the bottom, half rho into 5 square. That's all. And at this point, the height is 0. I'm just assuming this to be as h is equal to 0. With respect to that, I'm measuring everything else. Now, let's see what happens. Rho goes, cancels out. So I'll be left with v1 square plus multiply by 2gh is equal to 5 square over here. So therefore, v1 square will be 5 square minus 2 into g, which is 10, into height. Now that height over here is 0.45 over here as it is. 0.45 as it is. Now 5 square is 25. 10 into 0.45 is 4.5. 4.5 into 2 is nothing but 9. Now you can see 25 minus 9 will become 16. That is v1 square. So v1 will become 4 meters per second. So yes, whatever values I have modified, it is correct. Else you will not get these beautiful values. So yes, this was not 4.5, this was 45 centimeters. And this 5 meters per second speed was over here. So everything is matching perfectly because you saw perfect numbers over here. Now the last part, and that is equation of continuity. According to equation of continuity, A1 V1 will be constant. A1 V1 will be A2 V2. So here the area is 15. Here the speed is V1, which is nothing but, I just found it out, it was 4, is equal to area over here, I do not know, into speed over here is just 5. This 5 goes with this 15 3 times. So area is 3 into 4, which is 12 centimeters square. That is my final answer, which is option A, guys. Very good, Laddu. Very good, Santosh. Awesome. 64 BD Wolf. Awesome, Shiv Shram. So beautiful concept of your diagram, which is not given, so you have to visualize. Number 2, Bernoulli. Number 3, equation of continuity. All of them. So this is the correct statement. I will change it in the final PDF when you get it. Don't worry. Moving on to the next one. Okay. Moving on to the next one. two trains A and B, I think B is missing again over here. So A and B are moving in the same direction with speeds 30 and 10 respectively. B is behind A. A blows the horn, then the apparent frequency by the observer in the other train. Okay, so I think first thing we should do is draw the diagram. A are moving in the same direction, speeds are given, and B is behind A. Okay, so B train is behind of A. Okay, now the speed of A is 30. So this is 30 meters per second. Speed of B is 10. So this is 10 meters per second. A lot of times students make that mistake of confusing who is A and who is B in a hurry-burry. If you interchange the two values, you are going to get a completely different or a wrong answer. So be careful about it. Okay, now that's the next part. Where is the sound coming from? A. A is blowing the horn. Acha. And it reaches B. So that means the sound is going to travel like this. This is how the sound is going to travel. Okay. Now the question is apparent frequency heard by the observer in the other train. That means FB will be FA into speed of sound plus minus VD, and here you have VS. This is detector, this is source, always. Now putting plus or minus, that is the challenging part. Let's see that as well. FA, this frequency of the source A will be 450. Speed of sound is 330. This is also 330. Now guys, what is the speed of the detector? Who is the detector? B is the detector, A is the source. Detector speed is 10, source speed is 30. Whether to put plus minus, that you have to think. The source is running away. If he runs away, he will decrease the frequency. So to decrease the frequency, so to decrease the effect of the 30, what will you do? Make the denominator bigger. So put plus here. Next, look at the detector over here. The detector is going closer towards the source. When you approach the source, the frequency will increase because of the approaching nature. So the 10 meters per second is contributing to increase the frequency. So yes, numerator should go up. Now it becomes simple, 0, 0, 0, 0 cancels. So it will be 450 into 34 divided by 36. So I can just write it as 17 by 18. Come on guys, I think 450 and 18 are perfectly divisible. Just check it out. How much is the answer? Somebody has already said 425 in the chat box. Very good. Very good. Just see, divide it. I think they go very well. Right? Thank you, Riya Rajput. So, although the equation or the steps are only 3 or 4 in this problem, the catch is in the exam, you will definitely, there is a very good chance that you might make mistakes with the signs. That's why Doppler effect questions are very common. Number 2, you might make mistake with who is A, who is B. You might make this as the source, this as the detector. You can make confusion with the speeds also. But if you probably do 2 or 3 mistakes, you might end up with this equation only. So when you do mistakes, do a lot of mistakes, so that the mistakes cancel and eventually you should get the right answer. But how do you know whether you have done a mistake or not in the first place? That's the problem. So the best solution is not to do a mistake. Okay, but if you are doing mistakes, do multiple mistakes so that they cancel out each other, guys. Moving on to the next one. Pendulum is suspended in the lift. Time period in the lift when it is stationary is t0. What must be the acceleration of the lift so that the time period changes to t0 by 2? So Lingeshwaran, the sign convention goes like this. Meanwhile, others start solving the question. You just think whether each of that element, source or detector, does it have increasing effect or decreasing effect? Whenever you approach, it has increasing effect. Whenever you go away, then it has decreasing effect. So if the source is going towards the observer, so it will increase the frequency, but the source speed is always there below in the denominator. So how will you change the denominator? To increase the frequency? By reducing it. Hence you will put it as minus. If source is coming towards. If the source is going away, it will have a decreasing effect. So you have to decrease the ratio, decrease the frequency. So increase the denominator by putting a plus. So that's how the sign convention works. Is that okay? Cool. Fine, Lingeshwaran. Moving on to the question over here. So in a normal lift, the time period is T naught. T naught will be 2 pi under root L by G. So if it has to become T naught by 2, think about it. Should G be more or G be less? Should I put G plus A or G minus A? Think about it. G plus A or G minus A? Obviously, the lift should go up. Only then I can put G plus A, so that the denominator increases on the left hand side. It also increases on the right hand side. And when will I write G plus A? When the lift accelerates up, then it will be G plus A inside. Pseudo force and weight will help and add together downwards. Very good. So now just see what you can do over here. Just divide the two or whatever you want to do. So if you divide this T naught by 2, you will get the answer. 2 pi goes, you will get root L also will go. So if I divide this, you are just going to get G over here, and that G plus A will go over here. This T naught goes, so this will become 2 is equal to root of this G plus A divided by G. Square both sides, you're just going to get 4 is equal to G plus A divided by G. So 4G is equal to G plus A. So A will be equal to 3G. So 3G upwards is the answer. Where is it? 3G, option D. Very good. So sometimes they give acceleration and they ask you to find time period, but sometimes they give you the time period, they ask you to find where and how much is the acceleration. Both ways you should know. And remember, a very easy way to remember whether it is plus or minus. If it is going up, then the apparent gravity is G plus A, but if the lift accelerates down, then it is A minus G inside. Okay, so that's how it is. Okay, moving on to the next one. Wow, what are the dimensions of A divided by B in this relationship, where F is a force, X is position, T is time. That's it. Very interesting question. Let's see how many of you can do this dimension analysis. Do not make any silly mistake. I'll give you not more than 20-30 seconds. It should not take more time. What is the ratio A by B's dimension? Come on, my warriors, figure this out. What should be the dimensions of A by B? A is here, B is here. Look at the expression. You can do it very easily. All the best, Riya. Very good. Keep it up. I can see all the answers. Very good, Laddu, Roshant, Jagrat. Riya has been very active now. Very good. Very good, Deepak. Very good, Ishan. All right. Come on, figure this out. Sumant, cheat codes are not for all questions. Cheat codes are only for some questions. So don't think I will apply cheat codes for everything. In fact, I gave the warning also. Yeah, principle of homogeneity. LHS and RHS should have the same dimensions. Correct? Cool. So wait a minute. This has the dimension of force. This also has the dimension of force. So can I say A root X dimensionally is the dimension of force? Also, BT square dimensionally is the dimension of force. So from this, dimension of A is nothing but dimension of force divided by dimension of root of X. Similarly, here dimension of B will be dimension of force divided by dimension of T square. The question is, find the ratio A by B's dimension. So dimension of A by B will be this by this. That means force by root of X dimension upon force by T square's dimension. Force goes dimensionally. So I'm just left with dimensions of T square and root X below. So dimension of T square is T square. Dimension of root X is L raised to half below. So this will be nothing but L raised to minus half and T raised to 2 over here. That's the answer. And is it there somewhere? Yep, option B. Who was that? Very good, Niranjan. Ishan, Ansar. No, it is not C. Ansar. Immortal. Very good. Very good. Roshant, Aswin. Hello, Pavitra. Very good. Very good, Laddu. Awesomeness. That's how you get it. Again, very good. Moving on to the next one coming up on your screen. Beautiful question on cyclist who goes from some center of a circular track. Radius is 1 kilometer. Moves along this path OPRQO as shown. Maintains constant speed. What is his acceleration at a point R in magnitude as well as direction? Beautiful question. Let's see how many of you can do this. Yeah, you can equate both terms. Yes. Pasam, Srinu, you can do that. Multiple ways of doing it. Can I get 150 marks in second attempt if my first attempt is 45%? Yes, Ravi Sri. Do one thing, watch my video. How to score 99 percentile. Just 3-4 days back I have done that video. Come on, Larshan also said B, Ria also said B, Shendra, Lokesh, everybody was saying B. Come on, last few days, just practice problems, mock tests. Every day one mock test at least, and remaining time problems and analysis. Problems, analysis. Mock test, analysis. Revision. Revision means formulas. That's all. Mahita, Yalamachali. Have taken your name too, Bacha. All the best. Very good. Come on. The answer is not 0. First of all, because it is moving with constant speed in a circular path, it will only have centripetal acceleration, which is just given by v square by r. Tangential acceleration will be 0, constant speed. V is 10, so 10 square. Radius is 1 kilometer, so 1000 meters. So that's 0.1 meters per second square. Centripetal acceleration is always towards the center. So towards the center means goes from R to O. That's how centripetal acceleration always works. So RO should be the answer, not OR or anything else. So I think there is only one option like that. Okay, it could have been D or A, but D is not the answer because magnitude is not correct. Yeah, you should study NCERT for chemistry as well. Yes. Bagunnara, chala bagundi, Satvika Talpalli. Okay. So let's see how many of you can do this question. Two unequal masses tied together. There is a string connecting them. When you break this, these masses are going to just go apart. So they are held together by compressive force. Now because of the cord, now you release by cutting it, it's going to fly off. So during that motion, the question is what will be equal? Kinetic energy, speeds, momentum, acceleration of the two blocks or the two masses. Larshan saying C, interesting. Sumant, 76.7 percentile, is it possible to get 90? 90 percentile is very easy, Sumant. I'm telling you, 90 percentile is very easy even for a student who has got 40 percentile also. Okay. Why sad? Smile cheyandi, immortal soul. Okay, option C or A or D. Okay, people are confused. Okay, so guys, it's not kinetic energy, it's not speed, it's not momentum, it's not, it is momentum, it's not acceleration. Reason is center of mass will stay at rest. Center of mass is at rest, it can't move. So, if it has to stay at rest, whatever momentum mass 1 has, the same momentum mass 2 has, because then their total momentum, the total momentum will be 0. They'll cancel each other. So P1 magnitude wise will be equal to P2, but P1 vector wise will be negative of P2, because if you take it on the other side, P1 plus P2 should be 0, which is the net momentum. Hence the answer is the magnitude of the momentum. Yep, it is C. Acceleration and kinetic energy and speed, why they are not same? That's very simple. I'll tell you why. Look at this, guys. The force on both of them will be same. Spring force, kx. Spring force will be same. So F will be same. The spring force will be same. But acceleration is F by m. So because m is not same, hence acceleration is not same. If acceleration is not same, even velocity is not same. That's how it works. And even kinetic energy will not be same. Got it, guys? Everybody with me on this? So, very interesting question on what is same and what is not same. Kinetic energy, you can think momentum square by 2m. So, even if the momentum is same, masses are not same, hence kinetic energy is not same. Okay. Chalo, let's do this next question. Come on, figure this out. Conservation of momentum, yep. So, when a train is stopped by applying brakes, and it stops after 50 meters. If the speed is doubled, same retarding force is applied, then it stops after how much distance? Very beautiful question, because many students And many people think that when you're traveling in a car and you see a obstacle or some vehicle in the front, you think you can stop within some distance. Okay, let's say you're going at some speed, you can stop in some distance. Now the next day you're traveling at double the speed, and then you think, okay, if yesterday I was traveling at this speed, I could stop in this. Now today I'm traveling with twice the speed, so maybe I need twice the distance. But that's not true. In fact, if you think of it that way, then you're definitely going to bang into that vehicle or that obstacle. So it's not double. That's why you need to learn physics. Siva, a little bit, not so much, but it helps. It's not the only way you can rely for qualifying for JEE. Okay, so the idea is final velocity is 0, initial velocity is, let's say, v, acceleration is, let's say, minus a, and stopping distance is basically s. From this I will get using v final square is v initial square plus 2 into acceleration into the displacement. So this is 0, this is v square, this is plus 2 into minus a into s. So 2as is equal to v square, so s is equal to v square by 2a. Now as per the given information, you have doubled this velocity. Look at that. If the speed is doubled, so if the speed is made 2 times, the square of the velocity is made 4 times. So you have basically made RHS 4 times. If you change RHS 4 times, because acceleration is still the same, why is this the same? Because the force is the same. Force is still the same. That means LHS should also multiply 4 times. So displacement becomes 4 times. Earlier, this displacement was 50. So basically 50 into 4 is nothing but 200 meters. So when you double the speed, you need to multiply the distance 4 times. That's why the accidents happen. Yep, got it? So if you think of doubling it and if you make it as 100, you're definitely going to bang straight away into that obstacle. Do not do that. Okay, great. So lot of vehicles and lorries they put, right? What do they put? They put one evil demon over here, and then they say horn, okay, and then please, they do write all these things. You know what I was thinking? One day when I buy a truck, or maybe some of my students buy a truck, big fancy truck, they will definitely put this equation behind and they will write v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Put a u, put a v, you know the acceleration, find the s, and this s is your stopping distance. So keep this safe distance. है ना? All the physics students are going to do that. Yes or no, guys? Okay, very good. Thank you. Moving on to the next question. Here it is. A ball of mass this much is dropped from some height. A boy on the ground hits the ball vertically up with a bat with an average force of 100 Newton. It attains a vertical height of 20. The time for which the ball remains in contact with the bat is. Okay, I think we should draw a diagram first. Only then we can do it. Ria, you can just rewind a little bit even in the live session as well. Just live session, just rewind it. It's there. It's not going to go anywhere. Don't worry. Okay. So the ball is dropped from some height. So when it is going to fall, it's going to hit the bat. So this is the bat. What a bat. Okay. Now this is falling by 5 meters. It hits the bat with speed u. And then what happens, the batsman is going to hit the ball vertically up. So it goes up further till a height of, oh my god, 1 second. Yeah, till a, oops. Okay, till a height of 20 meters. And when it goes up with a speed of v, obviously. Question is, if the force is this much, what is the time? I think this is a question on impulse, if I'm not wrong. Think about it, draw the diagram and you will get it. So, see guys, the force, right? The force acting will be change in momentum by time interval for which it stays. So, time interval will be change in momentum, which is m into v minus u, okay, divided by that force. Now that mass is already given, it's 400 grams, so 0.4 kg. Force is 100 Newton. Interesting. Final and initial velocities are not given. Heights are given. So I think we need to find that first. So use your formula. V and U will be equal to root of 2gh, standard formula for vertical motion. So U will be root of 2 into g into height. Height is 5. G is 10. 2 5s are 10. 10 10s are 100. So root of 100. So that is 10 meters per second. Similarly, you can also find V value. V value will be root of 2 into g into h. H is 20. So 20 2s are 40. 40 into 10, 400. So root of 400 is 20. Okay. So when you substitute the values, be little careful. V is upwards, so it is 20. But U is not 10. This is the common mistake. Do not put it as 10. Direction is downwards, so it is minus of 10. How many of you made that mistake? If you made that mistake, gone. Done, done. It's wrong. Be careful, guys. It's not plus 10, it is minus 10. Now it's simple. So it's 0.4 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 20 plus 10, that's 30. So that's going to be 12 into 10 to the power minus 2 seconds. Is that there somewhere? 0.12. Yep, option A. There you go. Yeah, doesn't drop mean zero initial velocity? Yes, exactly. This is not initial velocity. This is the final velocity here. So don't get scared. U is a symbol. That's all. I'm using it here for the final velocity. Yep. So it has been dropped. So here the velocity is 0. And also here the velocity is 0. So I can just use your standard formula whenever it is at rest and whenever you are finding the speed here or here. This velocity is root of 2gh, assuming it has been dropped, or the velocity is 0 over here. That's the formula you can use. Cool, bacha? Moving on to the next one. Great. King for entertainment, G is 10 meters per second square, bacha, not 1. Oh, Fetri, I'm so glad, bacha. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad. I hope you guys are doing great. A body of this mass explodes into fragments. Equal masses fly in mutually perpendicular directions. Speed 15. What will be the velocity of the lighter fragment? G is 1 meter per second in the question. Oh, ho, ho, ho. There's a printing mistake. Ignore. Thank you for pointing it out. Thank you for pointing it out. By mistake, I think it was. Just ignore that. Okay, this was supposed to be 10, guys. It is understood. G is not 1, it is 10. Okay, cool. Okay. So how do we do this question? The masses are in the ratio of 2 to 1. Okay, so let's just draw masses 2m, 2m, m. 2m to m fragments with equal mass fly perpendicular. So like this, like this. What is the speed? 15. So 15. Okay. This mass, roughly where will it fly? Just imagine that. Just imagine that. Where will it roughly fly? Because this was as a whole at rest. The bomb exploded. One flew here, one flew there. To conserve momentum, obviously the third mass has to go somewhere there. So this mass will fly somewhere here with some speed here. Cool? Everybody? Yep. Now the question is to find out what is the speed. I know one thing for sure, the total momentum as a system, the total momentum, the net momentum vector is 0. So I can do one thing. Instead of dealing with 3 entities separately, I can combine these two together. 2m, 2m together. Combine the 2m, 2m together, guys. Combine the 2 m's together. So these 2 m's together as one entity of mass 4m, will have a momentum this way. And this momentum and this momentum will be equal and opposite. They will cancel to make the total momentum 0. So this, I'll just call it as P prime or something. So P prime will cancel will cancel with which momentum? The momentum of M, which is like this. Everybody agrees with it? Everybody agrees with it? Understood? This is the concept. Why? Because the total momentum will be conserved. So I've just combined the two M's into 4M so that it moves that way. Can I find P prime? Obviously. What is the way to find P prime? P prime will be use Pythagoras. This momentum, square it, you will get that as the hypotenuse. So that will be root of this guy's momentum, which is 2m into 15 whole square, plus this guy's momentum, which is again 2m into 15 whole square. That's it. This is the total momentum, but magnitude, so the root is equal to m into v. M cancels everywhere. So what do we get over here? So here I will have 2 times of 15 2s are 30. So 30 square is equal to v. So this is nothing but v is equal to 30 root 2 meters per second. That's the answer. Just check this out. A lot of you are confused. A lot of you made some silly mistake one way or the other. Some of you said C, some of you said D, but those students who said D are absolutely correct. Okay, so a lot of chances of making silly mistake here. So be careful about this, like you saw right now in the chat box. Yes, so resultant vector. Yep. So what I have done over here is the resultant vector. It's just this. Come on, guys. I've just done this. One momentum is here, which is 2mv. Other momentum is here, which is 2mv. And the resultant momentum will be obviously here. This is P prime. That's all. That's all I have done. Pythagoras. Everybody with me? And the expected answer by guessing, maybe. So one thing you can see over here that if you guess, also it's very difficult because 30 is there 2 times, 15 is there 2 times, root 2 is there 2 times. So very difficult to guess. Okay. Oh, that's the number of questions that we had in today's session. I'll be doing more questions in tomorrow's session, of course. And now I think either Wazim sir or Shimon sir will be joining. Just make sure that you are staying tuned till the end for all the subjects, and make sure you smash the like button and hit the subscribe button and call in your friends for all these amazing tests which we are going to conduct on JEE Enlite. So this is your channel. This is for you, by you, and we guys are going to work for you till the end. Sunday also we might conduct another test or another short session as well. So stay tuned till the end. Make sure you check out the links in the description box. There are test series. Still you can join in. Don't think, sir, 3 days, what is the use of crash course? Still, you do not know what kind of questions can come. You are participating in the tests, mock tests, etc. So it's definitely going to be useful. Make the best use, guys. That's all I'm saying. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Hasta la vista. Take care.
People, am I audible to everyone? Quickly in the chats, quickly in the chats. Can you all hear me? People, am I audible to everyone? Quickly in the chats, quickly in the chats. Yes, I think I'm audible to everyone. Just give me a second, people. We'll be starting. Just a second. Just a second, we'll be starting. Let me fix the chat box here on the smaller screen. All right. So, good evening, everyone. Good evening. I welcome you all again back to your Vedantu Enlite channel. I hope all of you are doing great. I'm having a good time. So, people, quickly in the chats, let me know if I'm perfectly audible and visible to every one of you. Quickly, my dear people, let me know in the chats if I'm audible and visible to every one of you. Yes, it's the time for the chemistry discussion now. Welcome back everyone, welcome back. Hello Kavi, hello Bansa, hello Ashwin, hello Sana, hello Satvika, Bhavya, hello Harsuni, welcome back everyone, welcome back. So let's get going, people. Let's get started with the chemistry mock test. I'll come up with around 30 questions in this particular mock test. Let's try to solve them, and I'm damn sure it's going to help you out in shoot up in order to raise your ranks in your upcoming JEE 2022 examination, right? So before starting this particular session, my dear people, the ones who have just joined in, the ones who are new to the channel, I'll just quickly introduce myself. So my name is Wasim Bhatt and I'm your chemistry master teacher right here on this Vedantu Enlite channel, right? And the ones, as I keep on telling you, who have not liked the video yet, please do like the video, share the video with all of your friends, do subscribe to the channel, and do not forget to hit the bell icon as well, okay? So do like the video, share the video with every one of you, right? And do subscribe to the channel as well. Perfect? So quickly, my dear people, let me know in the chats if all of you are super duper excited about your most scoring subject of your JEE, that is chemistry, right? Let me know if you are super duper excited about this particular session. Quickly, people, quickly. I'm doing great, Satvika. Thank you so much. I'm doing great. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back, welcome back. Quickly, let me know in the chats if all of you are super duper excited about this particular session as well. Yo. Wonderful, guys. So let's get going then. Let's get started with this mock test with the first question, which is going to be on your screen in 3, 2, 1, and now. This is the first question, my dear people, and the question is from the chapter redox reactions, right? Let's exactly get to know how do we solve this sort of a question. Understand what the question says. See, guys, as far as the question is concerned, we are going to do the disproportionation of 1 mole of MnO4 dinegative in acidic medium, right? We are going to do the disproportionation of MnO4 dinegative. First of all, my dear people, you must know when we do the disproportionation of MnO4 dinegative, what are the products which we get? What are the products which we get? Let me tell you, we get MnO4 negative, and with MnO4 negative, we shall be getting MnO2 as well. We shall be getting MnO2 as well, right? Now, first of all, how can I say this MnO4 dinegative is undergoing disproportionation right here? Guys, let me just check just a second. Just a second. Am I audible, visible? Is there any issue, people? Am I audible, visible to everyone? Yes? Am I audible and visible to everyone? Perfect. All right, people, all right. Let's have a look now. So first of all, your MnO4 dinegative is undergoing disproportionation. It's getting converted into MnO4 negative and MnO2. Now, first of all, how would I be calling this as a disproportionation reaction? Let's have a look, my dear people. If I ask you what is the oxidation state of manganese over here, when you calculate it, it will come out to be +6. If I ask you what is the oxidation state of manganese over here, when you calculate it, it will come out to be +7. When I ask you what is the oxidation state of manganese over here, you will say it's going to be +4. Now, my dear people, look at this particular reaction and have a look. +6 to +7, increase in the oxidation state. +6 to +4, decrease in the oxidation state. Increase in the oxidation state is what you call as oxidation, and decrease in the oxidation state is what you call as reduction. So I must say, same species simultaneously is undergoing oxidation and reduction. So that's why I can say this MnO4 dinegative over here undergoes disproportionation. Perfect. Right, people? I can clearly say this MnO4 dinegative is undergoing disproportionation. Now, what are we supposed to check in this particular question? Have a look. We are doing the disproportionation of 1 mole of MnO4 dinegative. We are doing the disproportionation of 1 mole of MnO4 dinegative. We need to get to know how many moles of MnO4 negative and how many moles of MnO2 will get formed, right? And how will I be checking this? Have a look, people, how I'm going to approach this sort of a question over here, right? Have a look. What I would suggest you guys, just do one thing, just try to balance this equation. That's all. Just try to balance this equation. And how do we balance a disproportionation reaction, right? Let's get to know that. So first of all, +6 to +7 is the increase in the oxidation state, means oxidation. So first of all, I will be writing the oxidation half reaction over here, right? And in the oxidation half reaction, I must say your MnO4 dinegative is basically getting converted into MnO4 negative, right? Is getting converted into MnO4 negative. This is your oxidation half reaction. Perfect. +6 to +7. Increase in the oxidation state means oxidation. And oxidation means loss of electrons. If I ask you how many electrons this MnO4 dinegative is losing over here, I'll say 1 electron is lost in this particular case, right? Because the oxidation state is changing from +6 to +7. In the similar way, my dear people, I'll be writing the reduction half reaction as well. Just write the reduction half reaction, right? Say +6 to +4, decrease in the oxidation state means reduction, means gain of electrons. So I must say when MnO4 dinegative will be getting converted into MnO2, I must say in this particular case, your MnO4 dinegative undergoes reduction, right? And have a look, +6 to +4, right? So how many electrons have been gained over here? I must say 2 electrons have been gained in this particular case. As simple as that. So I got the oxidation half reaction, I got the reduction half reaction. Now my dear people, I would want you to tell one thing, just remember one thing, just try to make the electrons balanced in both the reactions. And how you're going to balance them? Just multiply the first reaction by number 2, right? Just to make the electrons equal. So this becomes 2 times, this becomes 2 times, and this becomes 2 times as well, right? Now electrons are balanced. Just try to add these 2 reactions up, and when you add these 2 reactions, my dear people, what is something which you'll be getting over here? You'll be getting 2 MnO4 dinegative, MnO4 dinegative. That comes to be 3 MnO4 dinegative, 3 MnO4 dinegative. 2 electrons gets cancelled out over here. It's going to be 2 times MnO4 negative plus MnO2, right? So from this particular expression over here, can I say when 3 moles of MnO4 dinegative, from this particular reaction, can I say 3 moles are giving me 2 moles of it, and 3 moles of this species are giving me 1 mole of it, right? So the question is done and dusted. If 3 moles of MnO4 dinegative gives 2 moles of MnO4 negative, can I say it's 1 mole is going to give me 2 by 3 moles of MnO4 negative? If 3 moles of MnO4 dinegative gives me 1 mole of MnO2, can I say 1 mole of it will be giving me 1 by 3 moles of MnO2? The question is done and dusted. So basically you are getting 2 by 3 moles of MnO4 negative and 1 by 3 moles of MnO2 when this 1 mole of MnO4 dinegative undergoes disproportionation in this particular case. So do remember the approach, my dear people. Just you need to do one thing. Just write the oxidation half reaction, reduction half reaction, balance the electrons, add them up, then you're done, right? Perfect. Moving on to one more question. So option 2 is the one which is going to be the correct answer of this particular question. All right, people, one more simpler question from the chapter Atomic Structure. A very simple and basic question, and these are the sort of questions which are frequently asked nowadays in your JEE examination, right? Simpler one. Have a look. Just the formula based one. So first thing, my dear people, you're given with 4d orbital. You're given with 4d orbital. If I ask you, what is the principal quantum number n in case of 4d? I must say principal quantum number n is equal to 4, right? Number 1. What is the value of azimuthal quantum number L for the d subshell? You must say the value of azimuthal quantum number for the d subshell is going to be 2, right? Now, do remember, how do we calculate the angular nodes? There is a simple result, right, by means of which you do calculate the angular nodes. Do remember, whatever will be the value of L, same is going to be the number of angular nodes. And what is the value of L in this case? 2. So there will be 2 angular nodes in case of 4D, right? Since you calculate the angular nodes, now calculate the radial nodes as well. Well, you call them either as the radial nodes or you call them as the spherical nodes, right? So how many radial or spherical nodes in this particular case? How do we get that? There's a result, n minus L minus 1, right? N value you know, L value you know. So it's going to be 4 minus 2 minus 1. The value comes out to be 1. So basically, there is 1 radial node and 2 angular nodes. 1 radial node and 2 angular nodes in case of 4D. So it's supposed to be option 1, which is going to be the correct answer of this particular question as well. I'm sure this is clear to every one of you. Yes? Just do remember these 2 results. The question will be done and dusted, right? Simple and basic. So moving on to one more question. Identify the correct set of molecules with different geometry and the central atoms with different hybridizations, right? So you need to see in which set of molecules the central atom will have different hybridization, right? Just check the set of molecules. Well, as far as I can see the options, if you look at the last set of molecules, my dear people, starting with SF4. Starting with SF4. If I ask you, how many valence electrons are there with sulfur? You should say there are 6 valence electrons. How many terminal atoms do we have? 4. So how many sigma bonds will be there? There'll be 4 sigma bonds, right? So out of 6 valence electrons of sulfur, 4 of the valence electrons sulfur has used to form 4 bonds, right? So there'll be 2 electrons left as such on sulfur in the form of 1 lone pair. So 4 sigma bonds, 1 lone pair. Just calculate the steric number, my dear people. Steric number is nothing, that is sigma plus lone pair. So 4 plus 1 comes out to be 5. So the hybridization in this particular case is going to be sp3d, as simple as that. Now check the next one, that is XCF4. That is XCF4. See, if I ask you how many valence electrons xenon has, you'll clearly say it has got some 8 valence electrons, number 1. How many terminal atoms do we have in this particular case? There are 4 terminal atoms, and do remember the number of terminal atoms is equal to the number of sigma bonds. So 4 sigma bonds, right? So my dear people, xenon, it had 8 valence electrons, out of which it has used 4 of its valence electrons to form 4 sigma bonds. So 4 electrons will be left as such on xenon in the form of 2 lone pairs, right? So 4 sigma, 2 lone pairs. If I ask you what is the steric number is 4 plus 2, 6. So the hybridization is going to be sp3d2, right? Is the hybridization same or different? It's coming out to be different, my dear people, right? And you were supposed to check that only. Similarly, in case of CF4, the hybridization is going to be sp3 when you calculate it. In the similar way as I've shown you these 2 cases, right? So last option is the one in which the central atom has got different hybridizations. So that's supposed to be the correct answer of the question. I'm sure this is clear to every one of you. Perfect. Moving on to one more question, my dear people. Yes, moving on to one more question. This is the question from the chapter Ionic Equilibrium. Simple and formula-based question, right? You just need to remember the result and kill the question. That's all. Well, my dear people, if the pH of a buffer solution containing 0.1 molar of mono acid and 0.01 molar of its salt is 10.5, the pKa of the conjugate acid will be, right? pKa of the conjugate acid will be. Yes, simple and basic. So basically, you're going to use the formula for the buffer, right? The formula is simple. For the acidic buffer, I'm sure you guys know, pH is nothing, that is P of Ka plus log of concentration of salt divided by concentration of acid, right? This is the formula which you'll be using. Just solve it and let me know its answer, people. Simple and basic question. Acidic buffer. How do we calculate the pH of the acidic buffer? By using this simple result. Well, pH is given to me as 10.5. pKa, I need to calculate, right? Log of concentration of salt. Concentration of salt is given to me as 10 raised power minus 2. Concentration of acid is given to me as 10 raised power minus 1. Right? So this whole value comes out to be 10 raised power minus 1. Yes, and 10 raised power minus 1, you know it. That's going to be minus 1. Log of m raised power n log m, so it's going to be minus 1 in short. Yes, so from here, you'll be simply getting the pKa value as 11.5, which is something you were supposed to calculate. Simple, basic question. Just if you remember the formula, you can solve the question. If you cannot remember the formula, you won't be able to solve the question. Right? This is the result by means of which pH of the acidic buffer is calculated. And do remember, if you will be having a basic buffer, for the basic buffer, we calculate pOH first by the formula P of Kb plus log of concentration of salt divided by concentration of base. This is one of the results by means of which we calculate pOH of a basic buffer. Basic buffer. This is the formula which is used to calculate pH of the acidic buffer. Do remember it, right? In the acidic buffer, you calculate pH. In the basic buffer, you calculate pOH first. And later on, you calculate pH as well by using the formula pH plus pOH is equal to 14. That's all. Simple and basic. Right, people? Moving on to one more question. The simple and basic, you guys should be able to solve this one. Let me know its answer. There's no need to solve. It is the NCERT based question directly taken from the NCERT. You're supposed to arrange them on the basis of their electron gain enthalpies. You're supposed to arrange them on the basis of their electron gain enthalpies, my dear people. First of all, if you talk about chlorine and fluorine, they are your group 17 elements. Right? They are your group 17 elements. Similarly, Te and Po, they are your group 16 elements, right? Yes, people? Oxygen, sulfur, Se, Te, Po, these are your group 16 elements. Perfect. Now, you must have studied, I'm sure you guys know, on moving from left to right, what happens to electron gain enthalpy? Electron gain enthalpy increases. On moving from top to bottom, electron gain enthalpy decreases. This is something which is clearly understood, right? But I'm sure you know that chlorine has got more electron gain enthalpy than that of fluorine, right? The reason is fluorine has got lesser size, more electron density. So more electron density of fluorine experiences more repulsions to the incoming electron, due to which its electron gain enthalpy is less. Perfect. So chlorine has got maximum, followed by fluorine, and then the general order, Te and then your Po. Perfect. This is going to be the order of the electron gain enthalpies in this particular case. So look at the options, my dear people. Wait, what did I write? I wrote something. Yeah, okay, maximum. Perfect. Chlorine, fluorine, this is Te and this is Po. Perfect. Chlorine, fluorine, Te and Po. So option 2 is the one which is going to be correct answer of this particular question as well. Is it clear, my dear people? Absolutely, all of you are perfectly right. It's option 2 which is going to be the correct answer of this question. Alright, 3 statements are given. You're supposed to identify the correct statements among all. What do you think? Read the 3 statements carefully, my dear people. Read the 3 statements carefully and let me know what should be the correct answer of this particular question. First of all, H3BO3, boric acid. It's a monobasic acid. Is it a monobasic acid? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. See, my dear people, if you talk about the boric acid, this is the structure of your boric acid. I hope you know it. This is the structure of your boric acid, H3BO3, right? Now, when you put this boric acid into water, what's going to happen? When you put this boric acid into water, what is going to happen? You know, this water containing oxygen, it has got 2 lone pairs on it, number 1. If I ask you, is this boron center the electron deficient center or electron rich center? Check it out. 2, 4 and 6. There are only 6 electrons in it in its valence shell, so it's electron deficient. If it is electron deficient, what this oxygen is going to do, it's going to donate its electron pair in the form of lone pair, and the donor atom will contain positive charge, acceptor atom will contain negative charge. It is basically a coordinate bond which is getting formed, right? As simple as that. Now, my dear people, oxygen carrying negative charge on an electronegative element makes it more electronegative, makes it unstable. So I must say this bond between oxygen, one of the bonds between oxygen and hydrogen will be broken down towards oxygen, due to which one H positive will get released as such, right? One H positive will get released as such, and you will get BOH4 with a negative on boron, right? So if I ask you, this boric acid, how many H positives it donated? It donated 1 H positive. That actually is the H positive of the water, basically, right? So that is the reason basically why your boric acid, it is the weak Lewis acid, right? And it is the monobasic acid as well. Perfect. So option 1 is correct. The correct formula of borax, option 2. Let me know fast. Let me know fast. The correct formula of borax, is it the correct formula of borax? I must say this is not the correct formula of borax, because in the correct formula of borax, this is supposed to be OH4, not OH3. It is supposed to be OH4 in the correct formula, not OH3. So second is not the correct statement. NaBH4 is a reducing agent. That's absolutely correct. It is a selective reducing agent, right? It's a selective reducing agent which is used, right? Which is used for aldehydes, ketones and esters. Perfect. So among all the options, I must say option 1 and option 3 were correct, and second option was incorrect because of the incorrect formula of the borax. And in the actual formula of the borax, you have got 4 OH groups over here, right? Do remember it from now onwards. Yeah, simple and basic. Perfect. One more simple question, guys. You are doing the oxidation of toluene into benzaldehyde. Oxidation of toluene into benzaldehyde, right? What do you think? It's a simpler one. It's a very common reaction as well. Well, Orchard is coming out with 4. Roshan has already come up with the answer, Itard's reaction. Absolutely. So what is going to be the reagent which I'll be using in this particular case? You are converting toluene into benzaldehyde, right? What is going to be the reagent? It's going to be CrO3 in presence of acetic anhydride followed by hydrolysis. And I'm sure this is the reaction which every one of you would have seen, right? Yes. Starting with your toluene in presence of CrO3 and acetic anhydride, this is the complex which you get. Then doing its acidic hydrolysis, you'll be getting this benzaldehyde as the product. Perfect. So this is the easiest way, right? By converting your toluene into the benzaldehyde through oxidation. All right, this is the question from the chapter Electrochemistry. Just a second, guys. Just a second. All right. One more question from the chapter Electrochemistry. Let's get to know how this sort of a question is to be solved. Let's read the question first of all. The cell potential of the given cell. The cell potential of the given cell is 0.31. That means E cell value is given to you already in the question. This is the value of E cell basically, number one. Number two, a cell is given to me. These two lines, they represent the salt bridge. On the left hand side of the salt bridge, you always write the anode. So this electrode is your anode over here, and this electrode is your cathode over here. The pH of the acidic solution is found out to be 3. All right, pH of the acidic solution is found out to be 3. Well, if pH is 3, I'll directly say H positive concentration is supposed to be 10 raised power minus 3 molar. Right? This is something every one of you will be knowing. If pH of the solution is X, so what is going to be the H positive concentration? 10 raised power minus X. Perfect? pH of the solution is 3. So H positive concentration is supposed to be 10 raised power minus 3. Right? Whereas the concentration of Cu dye positive is 10 raised power minus X, the value of X should be, E naught values are given to me, right? E naught values are given to me. So let's try to solve the question. Simple approach, my dear people. First thing, these two lines, they represent the salt bridge. On the left hand side of it, you write the anode, and at anode oxidation takes place, right? So first of all, you should be writing the reaction which will be taking place at anode. At anode, your H2 is getting converted into H positive, right? At anode, H2 is getting converted into H positive. So when H2 gas will be getting converted into H positives, it will be losing some 2 electrons, right? Because this is the oxidation half reaction which will be taking place at anode. Perfect. Now similarly, if I ask you what is the reaction at cathode reduction takes place, and reduction means gain of electrons. So Cu dye positive will be gaining 2 electrons, my dear people. Cu dye positive aqueous, it will be gaining some 2 electrons, and then only it will be getting converted into Cu solid. So you got to know the reaction taking place at anode, the reaction taking place at cathode, right? Now first of all, check whether the electrons are balanced in both the reactions or not. Absolutely, electrons are balanced in both the reactions. Now you can simply do one thing, you can just add them up. And when you add them up, my dear people, it becomes H2 gas plus Cu dye positive aqueous. It gets converted into 2 times H positive aqueous plus Cu solid. This is your net reaction which is taking place in the cell. Well, after writing the net reaction, if I ask you how many moles of electrons got exchanged in the net cell reaction, you must say 2 moles of electrons got exchanged in the net cell reaction, right? Yes? Right, people? Now at the same time, if I ask you what is going to be the expression for QC, reaction quotient, start from the products. It's going to be concentration of H positive, raised power stoichiometric coefficient, that's 2. This copper, it's in solid form, its active mass is unity. H2 is in gaseous form, so I'll be using its partial pressure. Partial pressure of H2 raised per stoichiometric coefficient. This is concentration of Cu dye positive raised per its stoichiometric coefficient, that's 1, right? Now if I ask you what is the concentration of H positive, that's given to me. 10 raised per minus 3 molar. So 10 raised per minus 3 raised per 2. It comes out to be 10 raised per minus 6 divided by. What is the partial pressure of H2 gas, my dear people? It's given to me as 1 bar, right? Divided by concentration of Cu dye positive. Yes, so QC you got, N value you got. Now it is first of all the time to get the E naught cell value as well. What is E naught cell? E naught cell is basically E naught of cathode minus E naught of anode. And do remember, when you use this expression, you will be using the standard reduction potential of cathode, and at the same time you will be using the standard reduction potential of anode as well, right? Simple and basic. So what is the standard reduction potential of cathode? Cathode is my copper electrode. Well, I am given with the standard reduction potential of copper electrode, which is 0.34. And what about the standard reduction potential of anode? What about the standard reduction potential of hydrogen electrode? That's going to be 0, right? So it's going to be 0.34 volts, as simple as that. Perfectly done till here, right? All the parameters which we use, which we need in the Nernst equation, we have calculated all the parameters. Now it's the time to use the Nernst equation. Let's try to use the Nernst equation and kill the equation. See guys, E cell value, as per Nernst equation, E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.06, right? It is basically 0.0591 divided by N, and it's going to be log of QC. This is the expression which we should be using now. Now E cell value, that's given to me in the equation, that's 0.31. E naught cell value, that is 0.34 minus 0.06 divided by N value is 2. Log of QC, QC value is nothing, that's 10 raised power minus 6 divided by concentration of Cu die positive. As simple as that. Perfect. Now my dear people, if I ask you, you got one equation which just contains one variable, that is concentration of Cu die positive. Can't you calculate concentration of Cu die positive over here? Right. Yes. Can't you calculate concentration of Cu die positive over here? The question is done and dusted. Perfect. You just need to do a bit of calculation. That's all. That's all, my dear people. Perfect. Let me show you the concentration of Cu die positive which you'll be getting over here. That will be, see, final expression will be something like this. Just a second, what happened? Final expression will be like this. Log of 10 raised power minus 6 divided by concentration of Cu die positive is equal to 1. So concentration of Cu die positive is coming out to be 10 raised power minus 7. Concentration of Cu die positive finally is coming out to be 10 raised power minus 7. And it's mentioned in the question, concentration of Cu die positive is equal to 10 raised power minus x. So just relate the two, x value from here, you're getting exactly as 7. So option C is the one which is going to be the correct answer of this particular question. I hope you got to know how do we solve this question. Right? Yes, simple and basic. Right, people? Simple and basic. Perfect. Write the reaction at anode, reaction at cathode, net reaction, N value, QC value, E naught cell, then use the Nernst equation. And these are the frequently asked questions in your JEE examination from the chapter Electro. All right, one more question, my dear people. A simple and basic one. So what do we have on this side? This is basically your diazoxanum salt, benzene diazoxanum chloride, right? This is basically your, right? Diazoxanum salt, benzene diazoxanum chloride, you can consider it. Perfect. Now from this diazoxanum salt, what are you getting? You are getting benzene. So basically, let me write it over here like this. So basically this is your benzene, this is your N2Cl over here. Now from this, you are getting the same product through two reactions. Same product through two reactions, right? So what are the different ways of converting benzene diazoxanum chloride into benzene? For example, in this case, I'm using reagent X. In this case, I'm using reagent Y. What are the two ways by means of which you can convert your benzene diazoxanum chloride into benzene? Can you let me know fast? First of all, either you'll be using H3PO2, right? H3PO2, H2O you'll be using. This is one of the reagents which you'll be using. Or my dear people, you'll be using ethanol directly, C2H5OH. In presence of C2H5OH also, you can convert this benzene diazoxanum chloride into benzene, right? So ethanol or H3PO2. Look at the options. So it is option 1 only, which is going to be the answer of this particular question. Right, people? I'm sure you can easily solve this sort of a question again. Do remember your diazoxanum chloride, if you want to convert it into benzene, so you either have to use the C2H5OH, ethanol, or you just need to use H3PO2 and water. Yes? I'm sure you're going to remember it from now onwards. All right, a question from the chapter Thermodynamics, and I'm sure you can easily solve this one. Well, we are given with a reaction, right? And the standard entropy change, delta S value is given to me, right? Delta H value is given to me. The temperature at which the reaction attains equilibrium will be. At what temperature the reaction attains equilibrium? That's something which we need to check. Now, my dear people, for any process to attain equilibrium, for any reaction to attain equilibrium, delta G for the system at constant pressure and temperature is supposed to be 0, right? This is the condition which a process must follow, then only I can say it will attain equilibrium. Delta G for the system at constant pressure and temperature should be 0. What is delta G? Delta G is nothing, that is delta H minus T delta S, right? This value has to be equal to 0. Or I must say delta H should be equal to T delta S. Or I must say temperature should be equal to delta H divided by delta S. Well, my dear people, delta H as well as delta S is given to me. Delta H is given to me as minus 165 kilojoules. So convert it into joules, right? Delta S is already given in joules per Kelvin, which is minus 550 joules per Kelvin. And after solving, you'll be getting the answer in Kelvin because you're calculating the temperature over here, right? Perfect, people. So just divide the two, get the final answer. When you divide the two, the final answer will come out to be exactly 300 Kelvin. So I must say, temperature of the reaction has to be 300 Kelvin, then only this reaction will attain equilibrium, my dear people, right? Welcome, Vidayak. That's great. Glad to know that. Glad to know that. Perfect, guys. Moving on to one more. All right, a simple question from the chapter solids. Can't you solve this one, guys? Simple one. If the radius of the atom is equal to 173.2 picometers, that means 10 raised per minus 10 centimeters. This is the radius of the atom. And the atom is forming a body-centered cubic unit cell. Atom is forming the body-centered cubic unit cell, right? The element is forming the body-centered cubic unit cell. What is going to be the volume of the unit cell? See, BCC, body-centered cubic unit cell. Its shape is cubical. What is going to be the volume of the cube? I must say volume of the cube is nothing, that is A cube. What is A? A is the edge length of the cube. Now, first of all, I need to calculate the edge length of the cube, isn't? I need to calculate the edge length of the cube. Now, how do I calculate edge length of the cube? Let me tell you, for BCC, R is equal to root 3 A square divided by 4. Right? Sorry, root 3 A divided by 4. Yes? For your BCC, body-centered cubic unit cell, R is equal to root 3 A divided by 4. So from this particular equation, you can say A is equal to 4R divided by root 3, right? So it's going to be 4, and R value is nothing, that's 173.2. 173.2 into 10 raised power minus 10, this is the value of R, right? Divided by root 3 value, that's again 1.73 only. What just happened? There is something happened from outside, guys, and this is something which is going to disturb us. Just a second, guys. Did you hear any sort of noise? Yeah? It's not a ghost, there's a work happening basically outside, right? Don't give it this, it's a ghost or something. Did you hear something, guys? Yeah? All right, anyways. So 4, R value is given, root 3 value is 1.73, this is the value of A. You just need to take the cube of this particular value because volume of the cube is A cube, right? So just take the cube of this value, it's only the calculation part left, and you can get the answer. Let me show you the final result. See, A value exactly you'll be getting as 400 into 10 raised power minus 10 centimeters. Just take the cube of it, and final answer is going to be 6.4 into 10 raised power minus 23 centimeter cube. That's all, right? Yes? This is something which you can expect from the chapter solid state, and I'm sure this is clear to everyone. All right, which of the following will have maximum stabilization due to crystal field, right? Which of the following complex is maximum stable among all due to crystal field theory, right? Well, let me first of all tell you, a coordination complex, it gets stabilized by many reasons. Few of its reasons I'm writing over here. Stabilization of a coordination complex. It depends on the effective nuclear charge of the central atom. It depends on the ligand field strength, or I'll simply write strength of the ligand. These are the two common components which you need to remember over here. Do remember, more the effective nuclear charge of the central metal atom or ion, more is the stabilization of the coordination complex. Stronger ligand produces greater stability in the coordination complex, right? Now, my dear people, have a look. Look at all the cases. Over here, water is the ligand, H2 is the ligand, Cn is the ligand, NH3 is the ligand. Which is the strong field? Which is the strongest field ligand among all? Isn't it Cn, my dear people? Right? Stronger field ligand causes more stabilization of the coordination complex, right? So first of all, the first reason, that's going to be stronger field ligand which is attached over here. Number 2, check the oxidation state of cobalt, it's +3 over here. So its effective nuclear charge is also high. So both the factors are favoring it, right? Effective nuclear charge is high, and at the same time, ligand field strength is very high, due to which its stability will be maximum. That's all. So option C is the one which is going to be the correct answer of this particular question as well, right? Yes, people? Moving on, which of the following will have the highest enol content? Which of the following? The question based on tautomerism. Now, if I ask you, which of the following will have highest enol content? You need to make their enol forms, You need to make their enol forms one by one. And as far as I can see, if you look at option C, my dear people, if you make its enol form, it's going to be like this. Its enol form is going to be like this, right? Its enol form is going to be like this. Perfect. And look at the stability of the enol form. Can I say this enol is basically getting stabilized by aromaticity? Simple. It's aromatic. 2, 4, 6. 6 pi electrons involved in the complete cyclic conjugation. It's aromatic. Its stability is more. That's why, people. That's why the enol content of the third case will be maximum among all the enols which we get in the other options as well, right? So basically, you need to check the stability of the enol, right? Over here, this particular enol is getting stabilized by aromaticity, right? That's why its content will be more. Perfect, simple and basic. So option C is the one which is going to be the correct answer of this particular question. So this compound is basically the aromatic one, so that's why its enol percentage is going to be more. The question from the chapter thermodynamics, right? Let's get to know how do we solve this sort of equation. Let's get to know how do we solve this sort of equation. Understand? Well, my dear people, it's a bit lengthy question, but a lot of other concepts will get clear from this particular question, right? No doubt, it's a lengthy question, but a lot of different concepts will get covered in this particular question. Have a look. Basically, as far as this particular question is concerned, you have got a gaseous mixture, you have got a container which contains two gases, gas A and gas B. Let me call it as gas 1 and gas 2. These are the two gases which are there in the container. Well, my dear people, how many moles of gas 1 are there in the container? There is something wrong which is happening, guys. Noise is coming, Siri is working on its own. I have no idea what is happening in this particular room, right? Do text me after the session whether I'll be alive or not, yeah? Siri is working on its own, right? There are different sort of noises coming up in this room. Anyways, let's see, let's continue. All right, so in this particular container, how many moles of gas 1 do we have? We have got 1 mole of gas 1. How many moles of gas 2 we have? We have got 2 moles of gas 2. Are we given with their CV values? Yes, CV for gas 1 as well as CV for gas 2 is given, right? Now, my dear people, we have got basically a gaseous mixture in this particular container. Now, what we are exactly going to do? We are going to do the expansion of this gaseous mixture. And how we are going to carry out this expansion? This expansion is being carried out adiabatically and reversibly, right? So basically, this gaseous mixture, it will be getting expanded reversibly and adiabatically. It's a reversible adiabatic expansion. And initial volume of the gaseous mixture is given to be as 1 liter. Final volume of the gaseous mixture is given to be as 4 liter, right? And initially, the temperature of the gaseous mixture was 320 Kelvin. What do I need to calculate? I need to calculate work done during the process in calories. So basically, let me again tell you, you have got a gaseous mixture in the container. Now you are expanding it reversibly and adiabatically, right? From 1 liter to 4 liters, you need to calculate work done during the process. Now, how do we calculate work done during the process? The first thing, my dear people, which we'll be doing over here, I will be calculating the molar heat capacity at constant volume for the mixture, CV mixture I'll be calculating, which is basically N1 CV1 plus N2 CV2 divided by N1 plus N2. This is the result which I'll be using in this particular case. If I ask you, what is the value of N1? N1 value is 1. What is the value of CV1? That is 3R. 3R multiplied 1 comes out to be 3R only. Plus N2 value is equal to 2. CV2 is equal to 3R by 2. So this multiplied by this comes out to be 3R. 3R plus 3R makes it 6R, right? And 6R divided by N1 plus N2. 1 plus 2 comes out to be 3, right? So it finally comes out to be 2R. Perfect. So this is the molar heat capacity at constant volume for the mixture of the gas. So CV value for the mixture is equal to 2R. Now I'm sure you all must be familiar with this result. Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Right? Cp minus Cv is equal to R. So from this particular result, can I calculate the Cp mixture as well? Absolutely. And Cp mixture is going to be R plus Cv mixture. So it comes out to be 3R exactly. So Cp mixture we calculated, Cv mixture we calculated. If I ask you, what is the value of gamma for the mixture? It's simply going to be Cp for the mixture divided by Cv for the mixture. Cp is 3R, Cv is 2R. So 3 divided by 2 comes out to be 1.5. Right? So this is the value of gamma for the mixture. Why did I calculate gamma, my dear people? There is a reason for it. And have a look on the reason. First of all, I need to calculate the final temperature of the mixture of gas, since the initial temperature of the mixture is given to me as 320 Kelvin. And you know, whenever an ideal gas undergoes adiabatic expansion, its temperature decreases. If the initial temperature of the mixture was 320 Kelvin, its final temperature is supposed to be less than that of 320 Kelvin. Now, first thing, I will be calculating the final temperature of the mixture. Since the process is reversible adiabatic, so I'll be using this result. T1 V1 raised power gamma minus 1 is equal T2 V2 raised power gamma minus 1. Now, if I ask you, what is the value of initial temperature of the gas? That's 320 Kelvin. What is the initial volume of the gas? That's 1 liter. 1 raised power anything is 1 is equal T2. And what is the value of V2? V2 value is 4 liters raised power gamma minus 1. Gamma is 0.5, sorry, 1.5. 1.5 minus 1 comes out to be 0.5. 4 raised power 0.5 is 2. 4 raised power 0.5 is 2. So from here, T2 value is equal to 160 Kelvin. So final temperature of the mixture you got as well. Since you calculate the final temperature of the mixture, now what are we supposed to calculate actually? We are supposed to calculate basically the work done, my dear people. And let me tell you, in case of adiabatic process, Q value is equal to 0. That's something every one of you would be knowing. Now we use the first law of thermodynamics. Delta U is equal to Q plus W, right? Let me erase this part. Delta U is equal to Q plus W. Since delta U is equal to Q plus W, since Q value is 0, so it's going to be W, and it's reversible in this particular case. We are supposed to calculate W. So in order to calculate W, we need to calculate the value of delta U, right? So I can clearly say W reversible is equal to delta U, and delta U for the ideal gas is nothing, that's NCV minus T1. This is the formula which I'll be using finally. I hope you're getting why I calculated CV for the mixture. Why I calculated final temperature of the mixture. I hope you got it, right? So it is equal to N. What is N basically over here? N means the total moles which are there in the mixture, which is 2 plus 1, that's 3. What is the CV for the mixture? CV for the mixture is equal to 2R. CV for the mixture is equal to 2 multiplied by R. T2 minus T1. T2, final temperature, that was 160 Kelvin. Initial temperature, that's 320 Kelvin, right? Just solve it. Put the value of R over here as 2 calories per Kelvin per mole, because you need to calculate the final result in calories, right? I'm sure it is done and dusted. Perfect. So this is basically the work done during the process which we were supposed to calculate. Absolutely, it's a lengthy question. That's why I told you this question will contain a lot of concepts, right? Basically, this is a JEE advanced question. This is the asked question, right? Perfect. Why I came up with this particular question? Because 2-3 concepts were involved here. I wanted to revise them with you. Perfect. So N, total moles present in the mixture. CV for the mixture. 2R, R value is 2 calories per Kelvin per mole. T2, T1. Everything is clear and done and dusted over here. Anyways, moving on to one more. Which of the following alkaline earth metal will have the highest ionic mobility in its aqueous solution? In its aqueous solution. So basically, you are putting all these cations into the aqueous solution. Now, my dear people, if I ask you, when you put all these ions into water, which ion is going to get hydrated the maximum? It depends on the hydration energy, right? It depends on the hydration energy. I'm sure you all must be familiar with the fact hydration energy is directly proportional to charge on the cation and inversely proportional to size of the cation. Now, which cation will have maximum hydration? Since charge everywhere is same, my dear people, now you'll be deciding on the basis of size, right? So which among all has got the least size? It's going to be BE dye positive which has got least size. If BE dye positive has least size, its hydration energy will be maximum. So if BE dye positive has got maximum hydration energy, so I'll say with this BE dye positive, maximum water molecules will get attached, due to which the size of BE dye positive aqueous, after a lot of water molecules will get attached with it, I'll say its size will be maximum. In the aqueous solution, the size of BE dye positive will be maximum. If the size of BE dye positive aqueous is maximum, what is going to happen then? I'll say clearly its ionic mobility is going to be minimum, because its size is maximum now because of maximum hydration energy, right? So its ionic mobility is minimum. Perfect. Are we supposed to calculate minimum ionic mobility or maximum? We are supposed to calculate maximum ionic mobility. So I must say maximum ionic mobility will be shown by strontium dye positive, right? Yes, people, is it clear to everyone? Quickly let me know in the chats. Quickly let me know in the chats if it is super clear to everyone. Fast. Yes. Wonderful. Let's move on to one more question, my dear people. The ratio between the RMS velocities of H2 at 50 Kelvin and O2 at 800 Kelvin. Well, you need to calculate the ratio of the root mean square velocities of hydrogen and oxygen. I'm sure there's a complete formula based question. I'm sure you guys know. How do we calculate the RMS speed, my dear people? The one result. There is one of the result to calculate VRMS, that's under root of 3RT divided by M, where M is the molar mass of the gas. Perfect, this is one of the results which I'll be using. So I'll say VRMS of H2 divided by VRMS of what? VRMS of O2 should be equal under root of temperature of H2 divided by temperature of O2. It's going to be molar mass of O2 and this is going to be molar mass of H2, right? This is the final result which I'll be using in this particular case. Now, my dear people, if I ask you, what is the temperature of H2 gas? Check it out. The temperature of H2 gas is 50 Kelvin, right? What is the temperature of O2 gas? It's 800 Kelvin. What is the molar mass of O2? That's 32 grams per mole. What is the molar mass of H2? That's 2, right? This is 1. This is going to be 16. This is 0, 0 cancel. This 5, 1. This is 5, 1, 5, 6, 16, 16 cancel. So the final result comes out to be 1, right? So 1 is to 1 is going to be the ratio of the RMS speed of these two gases, which we were supposed to calculate as far as the equation was concerned, right? Moving on to one more. The conversion of propanol. So we have got propanol basically. We have got propanol, right? This is CH3, this is CH2, this is CH2, and this is OH. This is your propanol. You're going to convert propanol into N-butyl amine. So basically you're converting alcohol into amine, right? Now what all series of steps which you'll be doing in this particular case? Now first of all, my dear people, if I'll make this alcohol to react with SOCl2, what is going to happen? In presence of SOCl2, what is something which you'll be doing over here? Just replace this OH and put chlorine, right? So you'll be getting CH3, this is CH2, this is CH2, and this is Cl. This is the first step which I'll be doing. Now, my dear people, the second step, I'll make this product to react with KCN. When I make it to react with KCN, replace this chlorine and put CN instead. So it's going to be CH3, this is CH2, this is CH2, and this is CN, right? Now, after this KCN, my dear people, I'll be doing its reduction. Right? I will be doing its reduction, and for the reduction, this is the reagent which I'll be using in this particular case. And after the reduction, what is something which you'll be getting? Just attach 2 hydrogens with this one and 2 hydrogens with this one. That is the final product, which is going to be CH3, CH2, CH2. Now it's going to be CH2 and it's going to be NH2, and this is your N-butyl amine. Perfect. So what are the series of steps which you need to follow? First SOCl2, then KCN, then do its reduction. Right? So it's option 1 only, which is going to be the correct answer of this particular question as well. Perfect. I'm sure, my dear people, it's clear to everyone. Yes, moving on to one more. Simple and basic question. These are the isoelectronic species which are given to us, and we need to arrange them on the basis of increasing ionic radii, right? Well, my dear people, isoelectronic species are the ones which contains the same number of electrons. There are total 10 electrons here, 10 electrons in this one, 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, right? Everywhere, number of electrons are same. Now decide on the basis of protons. Where are the protons maximum? See, protons are maximum in magnesium because it has got the maximum atomic number, that's 12. So it will be having some 12 protons, 11 protons, 9 protons, 8 protons, 7 protons. Perfect. In case of isoelectronic species, more the number of protons, more is the effective nuclear charge, and more the effective nuclear charge, less is going to be the size, right? Do remember this thing only. In case of your isoelectronic species, do remember, more the protons, more the effective nuclear charge, lesser is going to be the size, right? So I think it's supposed to be option 1 only. Perfect? Yeah. Absolutely, my dear people, all of you are perfectly correct. It's option 1 only. Wonderful, good job done. One more simple question, and the question is from the chapter solutions. All right. See how to solve this particular question. It's a simpler one. Look at this one. Basically, 2 grams of a non-volatile non-electrolyte, whose Van 't Hoff factor will be definitely 1 because it's non-volatile as well as non-electrolyte. It will neither undergo dissociation nor association. If you'll be having a solute which neither undergoes dissociation nor association, its Van 't Hoff factor is going to be 1, right? It's dissolved in 200 grams of 2 different solvents A and B, whose ebullioscopic constants are in the ratio of 1:8. So I must say Kb for solvent A divided by Kb for solvent B. It's given to me as 1/8, right? The elevation and boiling point of A and B, elevation and boiling point of A and B and B, right, are in the ratio of, are in the ratio of X is to Y. So we need to get the value of X and Y over here. Now, you guys would have studied one simple formula, that's elevation in boiling point is basically equal to I multiplied by Kb multiplied by molality. Van't Hoff factor is 1 in this particular case because the solute is non-electrolyte, right? So, the question is done and dusted, my dear people. It's simple. Delta Tb for A will be equal to Kb of A multiplied by molality of the solution. Delta Tb of B is simply going to be Kb of B multiplied by molality of the solution. It's equal to x divided by y. Got cancelled. Kb of A divided by Kb of B, that's already equal to 1 by 8. Just compare it. So you'll be considering the value of y over here as 8. So 8 is the final answer of the question. That's all, right? Simple and basic, my dear people. Yes, you are supposed to calculate the value of y basically. So the probable value of y among all the options is going to be 8. Yes? All right, one more question. White phosphorus. White phosphorus. Look at this. White phosphorus reacts with sulfuryl chloride. Right? You are making it react with SO2Cl2. So first of all, I'm sure you guys must have studied this particular equation from your NCERT, my dear people. P4 in presence of SO2Cl2. What does it give? It first of all gives PCl5, and with this PCl5 you get SO2 as well. Right? This is your common reaction in your NCERT, right? Now, this is basically your X over here, which was mentioned as per the question. This is your X. Now, this X is now reacting with chlorine gas in presence of wood charcoal. It's simple, guys. I'm sure you would have studied. SO2 now is reacting with what? Cl2 gas in presence of what? Wood charcoal to form Y. What is Y over here? Y is again going to be SO2Cl2 only. Right? This is your Y over here. X and Y respectively are. So X is going to be your SO2 and Y is going to be your SO2Cl2. So it's option A only, which is the correct answer of this particular question as well, right? Do remember these reactions directly, right? These are asked a lot of times in your examination. Perfect, guys? All right, a question from the chapter equilibrium, and you can expect this sort of a question again, right? I mean, these sort of questions, the type of this particular question, this has been asked many a times in your JEE examination, and you can expect again it. Perfect. Let's see exactly how to solve this question. So, my dear people, you are given with a reaction that is A gas. The reaction is A gas plus B gas. It's in equilibrium with 2 times C gas. This is the reaction that's given to me. 2 moles of A, 1 mole of B, and 1 mole of C. So, at time t is equal to 0, we have got 2 moles of A. We have got 1 mole of B, and at the same time we have got 1 mole of C in the container. At time t is equal to 0, initially when the reaction has not started, 2 moles of this, 1 mole of this, and 1 mole of this in the container. Right? What is the volume of the container? That's 10 liters. Now people, the reaction was allowed to reach equilibrium. The reaction was allowed to reach equilibrium. If the final concentration of C is 0.2, what does that mean? That means concentration of C at equilibrium is given to me as 0.2 molar. What do we need to calculate? We need to calculate Kc value. We need to calculate Kc value. So initially 2 moles of this, 1 mole of this, and 1 mole of this in the container. Now when the reaction will start, after some point of time, there will be equilibrium established in the reaction. And when equilibrium will be established in the reaction, concentration of C at equilibrium will be 0.2. What do we need to calculate? We need to calculate Kc. Let's get to know. Let's first of all say, let's assume at equilibrium, out of 2 moles of A, there are some X moles of A which have reacted. Let's assume at equilibrium, out of 2 moles of A, there are some X moles of A which have reacted. So I'll be left with 2 minus X moles of A at equilibrium. These are the moles of A left in the container at equilibrium. Now, 1 mole of A reacts with 1 mole of B as per stoichiometry. So X moles of A will react with X moles of B. So I must say, out of 1 mole of B, there are some X moles of B which have participated in the reaction. So I'll be left with 1 minus X moles of B. Right? These are the moles of B which will be present in the container at equilibrium. Now if I ask you, how many moles of C will be there in the container at equilibrium? Already there was 1 mole of C. Now some new moles of C would have got formed. 1 mole of A gives 2 moles of C. So X moles of A are going to give me 2X moles of C. So I got the moles of each reactant and product at equilibrium. Now simply I'll be dividing every term over here with the volume of the container, volume of the vessel in liters, so that I get the concentration of each reactant and product over here. So I got the concentration of each reactant and product over here. Well, the concentration of C at equilibrium, that's given to me as 0.2. And we got to know the concentration of C at equilibrium, that's 1 plus 2x divided by 10. That is basically equal to 0.2, which is 2 by 10, 10, 10 cancel. So X value will come out to be 0.5, right? Yes, since you got the X value, put the value of X in all these parameters. So 2 minus X 2 minus 0.5 comes out to be 1.5. 1.5 divided by 10, 0.15. This is basically the concentration of A at equilibrium, right, in the container. What is the concentration of B left in the container at equilibrium? 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5, 0.5 by 10, that is 0.05 molar. This is the concentration of B present in the container at equilibrium, and 1 plus 2x by 10, 1 plus 2x by 10, that's already equal to 0.2. This is the concentration of C present in the container at equilibrium. You got the concentration of all the reactants and products, my dear people, at equilibrium. What are you supposed to calculate now? You are basically supposed to calculate the Kc value, right? How do we write the expression for Kc? Something which you all must be doing. Kc value, starting with the product. I'll start with the concentration of C at equilibrium, raised by stoichiometric coefficient 2. Concentration of A at equilibrium, raised by stoichiometric coefficient 1. Concentration of B at equilibrium, raised by stoichiometric coefficient 1. Well, I have the concentrations of each reactants and products over here. Put these values into this particular expression. Concentration of C at equilibrium, this is the concentration of C. Concentration of A, concentration of B. Put these values into this expression, get the value of Kc. And as far as I remember the result, it's going to be 16 by 3. Yes, perfectly clear to everyone. Let me quickly know in the chats. Wonderful, guys. Moving on to one more question. Which of the following is most stable? A simple and basic question. Which of the following is most stable? Well, my dear people, look at all the structures. All the structures are cyclic, first of all. All the structures are cyclic. This is sp2 hybridized, sp2 hybridized, sp2 hybridized, right? So this molecule overall is planar as well. Cyclic, planar. See, there is complete cyclic conjugation. This is pi sigma positive, complete cyclic conjugation. How many pi electrons are involved in the complete cyclic conjugation? I must say 2 pi electrons are involved in the complete cyclic conjugation. So this molecule follows the Huckel's rule. If it follows the Huckel's rule, it's absolutely going to be aromatic. This is the aromatic one. Perfect. This is the aromatic one. Yes. Now at the same time, this is basically over here like this. Look at this one. There are 2 and 4. 4 pi electrons are involved in the complete cyclic conjugation. So this molecule is supposed to be anti-aromatic, right? Yes. In this one, 2, 4. 4 pi electrons involved in the complete cyclic conjugation, anti-aromatic. This carbon and this carbon, they are sp3 hybridized. If they are sp3 hybridized, that means the molecule is non-planar. If the molecule is non-planar, it's going to be non-aromatic, right? And you know the order of the stability, aromatic compounds are more stable, followed by non-aromatic, followed by anti-aromatic. There's the stability order. I'm sure you guys know it. Perfect. So option A is the one which is correct among all. Yes, people? Done and dusted? This is the only aromatic compound among all. Rest all are either anti-aromatics or non-aromatic compounds. Perfecto. All right. Simple question which is directly taken from your NCERT. You need to identify which of the following statement is not correct. These are all memory-based statements. Van Arkel method is used for refining of zirconium. Absolutely correct. Mond's process is used for refining of nickel. Correct. Zone refining is based on the principle that the impurities are more stable in the melt. Then yes, absolutely correct. This is again the correct statement. There is only one statement left. That is 4. High melting metals are refined by liquation. Is liquation used for refining high melting metals or low melting metals? This is the incorrect statement among all, my dear people. Option 4 is the one which is going to be our answer. Perfect. Now, look at this particular question as well. Identify the reagents X, Y, and Z. So basically, we are using 3 reagents, X, Y, and Z, used in the conversion of 3-methylaniline. So we are starting with 3-methylaniline. This is your 3-methylaniline. Now, from 3-methylaniline, what do we need exactly? What do we need? We need 3-nitrotoluene. Perfect. Now, what are going to be the steps which I need to follow? How do I convert this 3-methylaniline into 3-nitrotoluene? Now, my dear people, first of all, the first step which I'll be doing the diazotization. So that this NH2 gets converted into N2Cl. Perfect. Yes. So, my dear people, when I do the diazotization, I just need to use NaNO2, right? Where is NaNO2? Here and here. NaNO2 in presence of what? HCl, keeping the temperature 273 Kelvin, right? Yes. So this is the first reagent which I'll be using. So what is going to be my first product in this particular case? It's going to be N2Cl over here, and this is CH3. This is the diazonem salt. Now what I'll be doing? I'll be making this diazonem salt to react with HbF4, my dear people. I'll be making it to react with HbF4. Now just what you need to do, you just need to replace this N2Cl and place fluorine instead, right? So this is going to be your F over here, and this is going to be your CH3. Now, this product I'll be, right, making to react with what is the final product which I have to make? 3-nitrotoluene, right? 3-nitrotoluene. So now I'll be using NaNO3 in presence of copper. What do I get? What do I get in this particular case? Just replace this fluorine and place NO2. That is the final product, right? So this is NO2 over here and this is CH3. This is something which I had to form. So look at all the options, my dear people. Look at all the options, right? Look at all the options. Can you guess the option? I'm mixing the options, guys. Yes. It's option 1 only, right? It's 1 only. All right. There was something missing over here, but I wrote that it was NaNO2 and copper and delta. But over here it's only copper mentioned, but in the solution they have mentioned this NaNO2 and copper and delta, right? So it's 1 only. Perfect. So be careful with this. Roshid, it's not NaNO3 here, it's NaNO2, right? All right, moving on. This is one of the questions and this is our last question. So I think I should be giving you this question as the homework because Shimon sir is waiting, right? Just after me, Shimon sir will be joining in and he'll be doing the maths discussion with you. This is your homework question. Right after the session, do let me know the answer of this particular question in the comment section of the video, right? Perfect, guys. So I'll be expecting the answer of this particular question. The question is from the redox titration, a simpler one, right? Perfect. It's a very simple question. Do give it a try and let me know its answer in the comment section of the video at the end. Perfect. Now it's going to be your maths discussion, which will happen now, my dear people. Perfect. Tomorrow again we are going to have one more mega mock test, right? And day after tomorrow we'll be having the short questions for you guys, right? In all the subjects in the morning itself, right? So in these 3 consecutive days we are going to have complete sessions, complete question solving, right? Mega mock test, short, everything will be provided. Perfect. With this I'll be taking a leave, right? And Shimon sir will be joining in. Let me just text him once if he's ready or not. I think he's ready, yeah? Take care, guys. Bye-bye. God bless you all.
Hello, people. Can you all hear me? Can you all see me? Am I audible? Yes. So shall we get started? Ready, my dear warriors? Let's go. So a very, very good evening to all my lovely boys and girls. I hope all of you are ready and excited for mathematics. Did you all enjoy physics and chemistry? So we have planned this for tomorrow, for Sunday. We are going to do our best to help you guys out, okay? So make sure you're all a part of this lecture and you grasp as much as you can because the last days of your schooling life is here. How many of you realize that? Isn't that a very nice feeling? Do you get the feeling of goosebumps? Because these are the last few days. After 1 week, most of you are college students. You will put your collar up, you will start bunking classes, you will start enjoying life in a completely new manner, isn't it? So before that, let's give our best. Let's try to push ourselves to get the best college possible in the next few days. Okay? So let's get started, people. Let's go. So this is the mega mock test. Did you all like the thumbnail? It's very nice, right? I liked it. It's legendary. It is a very serious looking thumbnail. I hope you all enjoyed it. So yeah, more than the thumbnail, it's important you learn something from the video. So let's get into the content. But for all those who are new to this channel, let me introduce myself, okay? So my name, so this guy is me only, slightly brighter, thanks to Photoshop. But guys, my background, I did my BTech from IIT Madras. So I was also like you a few years back. I was also very scared about these entrance exams. I was very afraid of making it into an IIT. I was not sure. So I can understand what you guys are going through, and that is why we have come here to help you out in these last moments. Okay, so that is my background. If you want to be my friend after you go into college, if you want to have me as a friend, or if you want to know what I do, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm quite active there, and these are my other details for those who are in 11th, those who are in 12th right now. Okay, so people, you are all currently watching JEE Enlite, the official English JEE and NEET channel of Vedantu. If you like our content, make sure you subscribe to the channel and share it to your juniors also. All your juniors who are preparing for IIT, JEE Mains and NEET, let them know that we are here to help you guys out, and we will see you through till the very end. Okay, so shall we get started? Are you ready? Yes, let's go. The very first question is on your screen, Laddu. So all the questions which I have brought for you today, I have brought it from NTA papers. Okay, so most of the questions which you guys were interested in, were expecting in your exam, are going to come from your NTA mock test. Okay, so that is why I have designed this paper from that. Everybody try it out, give it your best, and at the end of the class, tell me your scores. Okay, I keep saying this always, but many of you forget. I want to know how many of you are scoring full marks by the end of this mock test. Okay, that would make me very happy. Very good. So people, shall we get started? Siva, awesome man. Guys, give me some yo's, give me some thumbs up and a fire in the chat. With that energy, with that excitement level, let's begin our class. King for entertainment, you are awesome man. Aditya Reddy, right now topic wise is not possible man. We have only 2 more days. Saturday, Sunday, Monday is your exam. Right now how can I do topic wise? Right now only full test. Topic wise I've already done. Go and refer back to my videos. Okay. So people, shall we all get started? Are you ready? So let's try to solve this. Okay. So first of all, n of A cross B is what? My dear boys and girls, n of A cross B is nothing but n of A into n of B. I hope you guys are aware of that. So that is equal to 60. Now n of A is how much? 12. So into n of B is equal to 60. So how much is n of B? N of B is 5. So now we want to find out what is the intersection of A and B, maximum value and minimum value. Maximum value and minimum value. Minimum value will be 0 when they are both disjoint. When A and B are disjoint, then intersection will be minimum. And intersection will be maximum when one of them is inside the other. When the smaller one is inside the other, that is when intersection will be maximum. So maximum intersection is when all the elements of B are inside A. So that time maximum intersection is 5. So maximum of intersection is 5. Minimum elements in intersection is 0. So 5 plus 0 is 5 only. That is my answer. Did you all like it? Was it ultimate? Come on guys, everybody please let me know. Give me a thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, give me a fire. I want you guys to be animated, excited. Okay? And if you enjoy the questions, smash that like button. 250, 300 people are watching, but only 300 likes. What is this guys? Shimon sir, did you forget mathematics? 250 people means you will get 250 likes only. But guys, there are people coming and going, okay? I have been in YouTube for 1 year. Don't teach me YouTube. Okay. Chalo, let's go forward. How 0? Hasini, minimum will be when both are separated. Both are disjoint. Okay. So, minimum value of intersection means how low can the intersection be? It can be as low as 0. That means they will be disjoint. They will be separate from each other. Is that cool? Shall we move forward? Everybody clear? Very good. How many of you got +4? If you got +4, then you are awesome. You have done a great job. Okay. So now with that, let's go forward to the next question. Okay. Are you all ready? Fantastic, fantastic. So this is the solution. I will share the PDF after today's class. Okay, this time I will really do it, guys. Okay, many times students will be like, sir, you keep saying you will share, you will share. You are forgetting always, sir. Pakka, I will share it today by night. Okay, by 9 o'clock, I will share it in our Telegram group. So please join our Telegram group. Okay, don't forget that. Join our Telegram group. Now, moving on to the next question. Come on, guys. The second question is directly from trigonometry. Okay, everybody try to solve it. Sir, what to do in the last 2 days? Hasini, revise. Revise as much as you can. Especially chemistry. Chemistry, revise the theory. Organic and inorganic, you have to score as much as you can. Okay? Very good. Krupali, welcome. Nice to see you here. Arun Reddy, Shruti, fantastic Shruti. Ratna Bose, welcome man. Come on guys, everybody try to solve it. Exactly, Bala Praneeth, you are absolutely right Bala, that's correct. Okay, so people, how do you solve this question? Come on people, everybody try it out. I want you all to give it a try and let me know if you are able to get the right answer. Quick, 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 quick. Answer is option B. Study toots, you are right. Swapna, welcome Swapna. Amog, you are also right Amog. Amog has also nailed it. Roshant is correct. Gangotri is right. Arun Reddy, welcome man. Nice to have you here. Y, you are also correct. Mokshagna, Vignesh Shekhar, absolutely awesome. Bhavya, fantastic Bhavya, you are also correct. So people, first of all, let's say this is equal to x. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide both of them. I'm going to do 3 by 4 divided by x is equal to what? 2 sine alpha divided by 1 plus cos alpha plus sine alpha divided by that. So if I divide by that, it will become 1 minus cos alpha plus sine alpha, and then in the numerator I'll get 1 plus sine alpha. Is that okay? Did you all get it till here? Don't tell me, sir, what magic you did, sir. I didn't do anything. I just divided this by that. That much I hope all of you can do. That much we learnt in pre-KG. Before we entered LKG, we learned this. So tell if all of you are comfortable. Are you all clear till here? So shall I move forward? Great, great, great. Fantastic guys. Very good. So now let's simplify. So now the way to simplify, you should learn manipulations. Okay. Manipulations are very important. That is a skill which you develop with time. It doesn't happen overnight. Okay. You have to practice a lot of questions for that. So what manipulation do you use here? You take 1 plus sine alpha common. Okay. So if I have 1 plus sine alpha, 1 plus sine alpha plus cos alpha, 1 plus sine alpha minus cos alpha. So it is like a plus b into a minus b. Are you able to see that? Are you able to see that? Guys, these are all good techniques, guys. It is not obvious. The first time my teacher explained me, I was like, how? My teacher is a legend. How can he think like this? Because first time for any ordinary student, this is very hard to observe. For me, I could not observe it. I am accepting it. I could not figure it out. First time when I tried this question. Then my teacher told, this is the way you split it. Then you get the hang of it. Then you feel happy. Okay, we can think in this direction also. Okay, so when I do that, what will I get? I'll get 2 sine alpha into 1 plus sine alpha in the numerator. In the denominator, I'll get 1 plus sine alpha whole square. 1 plus sine alpha. A plus b. A minus b. So 1 plus sine alpha square will be 1 plus sine square alpha plus 2 sine alpha minus b square is cos square alpha. Cos square alpha is 1 minus sine square alpha with a minus sign, so it will become plus. So 1 and 1 will get cancelled. So what will I have? I'll have 2 sine alpha into 1 plus sine alpha in the numerator. In the denominator again, I'll have 2 sine square alpha plus 2 sine alpha. So in the denominator also I'll have the same thing. In the denominator also I'll have the same thing. So everything will get cancelled. It will become 1. So this is equal to 1. So what is x? x is equal to 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 is the answer. I hope you all liked it. Did you all enjoy it? Was it amazing? If everybody is clear, then please let me know, people. Let me know quickly, then we'll move forward. Yep. Are you all happy with this? Fantastic, fantastic. Great job, guys. So with that, shall I move forward to the next one? You guys are all clear? Very good. Roshan, Manideep, fantastic. Ratna Bose, Adya, fantastic Adya. Saran, superb Mokshit. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. We have a lot more to go, so don't worry. We have good learning points to take away from today's class. Great. So with that, let's move on to the next question. But like I said, always, people, I will attach the solutions. So if you are interested, you can go through it later after the class is over. Okay. Now moving on to the third question. Come on, people. Another legendary question from trigonometry. Everybody, go for it. I want maximum participation and preferably all right answers. Let's try to make it all right answers. Quick. Come on, people. Don't give up. Don't give up. You guys can rock it. You guys can absolutely get it right. Arun, thank you so much, Arun. Come on, guys. How do you solve it? See, this is very beautiful because we use just normal trigonometric formulas. You're not going to use any magic over here. Something which all of us know. Something which all of us have been studying right from our 11th standard starting. Okay. So what is the formula I'll use here? Do you all remember this? Cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1. This everybody knows. Can you believe me that if you know this, you can solve this question? Sir, what are you saying, sir? I know this formula, but I am not able to solve it. That's because you're not able to manipulate. You're not able to reduce the difficulty of question by breaking into the expression. You need to break into what is given. So cos 4x is there, right? So how do you represent cos 4x? Cos 4x is 2 cos square 2x minus 1. And then you have plus 6 is equal to 7 into cos 2x. So bring everything to one side. So you'll have 2 cos square 2x. And then you'll have minus 7 cos 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So you will get cos 2x when you solve this quadratic. So this is a quadratic in cos 2x, right? So when you solve it, you will get cos 2x is equal to, what will you get? Plus 1 or minus 1? Plus 1, right? So you will get plus 1 and minus 5 by 2, I guess. Minus 5 by 2 or plus 5 by 2? Okay, it's plus 5 by 2. So you will get cos 2x as plus 5 by 2 and plus 1. So obviously cos 2x cannot be plus 5 by 2. Okay, this is not possible because cos theta can never be more than 1. So the only possibility is cos 2x is equal to 1. Correct? So that means cos 2x is equal to cos 0. So 2x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus 0. So x is equal to what? X is equal to n pi. That's the answer. Did you all enjoy it? Till here, are you all happy with it? Come on, people. Everybody, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Very good. Quick. Come on, people. Fantastic. This is amazing, guys. Absolutely awesome. So were you all able to understand this? This was not too difficult, right? It was within your reach. So that is how questions are asked. JEE Main's questions are absolutely within your reach. You need to break into the expression, break into the question with confidence. And that comes with practice. That's why I keep asking you, solve as much as you can. Okay? Great. So now let's try to finish it off. Now x is equal to n pi. So we have x is equal to n pi. So n can be starting from 0. So 0, 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, all the way up to, what is 314? Sir, 314 is 100 pi, sir. No, that's wrong. 314 is lesser than 100 pi. 100 pi will be 314.2 something. Okay. So we are having only till 314. So 100 pi is not included. It will be only up to 99 pi. It will be only up to 99 pi. So that is my answer. So these are my solutions. So we need to add all of them up. So 0 plus pi plus 2 pi. So all the way up to 99 pi, we need to add it up. So that will be equal to how much? Can you guys do it? Can you guys do it? So the catch in this question is 100 pi is not, it is not lesser, or it is not in this interval. Okay, it will be beyond this interval. So 100 pi should not be included. It is only till 99 pi. So when you sum all of this, you will get the answer. I am sure you all can do this sum. It's very easy. So summation of 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way up to 99 is nothing but what? N into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1, n into n plus 1 by 2. So when you finish it off, you will get the answer. Okay. So what is the answer? Anybody? I think it's 4945. Is that correct? Or 4950? It is 4950. That's the answer. Very good. Not bad, not bad. You guys are awesome. You guys have absolutely nailed it. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. The answer is option A, 4950, not option D. Okay. Roshan, it is not D. It is option A. Please check it. Check your multiplication. Got it? Are you all happy? How many of you enjoyed this question? If you did enjoy this, then let me know in the chat with a fire, with a thumbs up, and then we shall march forward to the next question. Are you ready? Shall we proceed? Everybody, let's go, people. Let's go to the next one. Come on. Don't give up. This is the next question. Everybody try it out. Quick, 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 quick. This is a very common question. Guys, off late, this divisibility questions are coming frequently. If you noticed June attempt papers, the divisibility questions have come too much. So please get ready for that. Okay, don't take it lightly. Divisibility questions are pretty important. So practice them and get used to it. So how are they usually solved? They are usually solved by binomial theorem. Sometimes by using our knowledge of divisibility from lower grades. Our knowledge of divisibility from lower grades. Got it? Everybody please try this question. I will help you after that. Vishnu, welcome, man. Do you remember me? I'm not sure, man. There are so many Vishnus who come to the channel. I'm not sure which Vishnu you are. Okay. But anyway, glad to have you here. People, come on. There is a separate chat going on. Which abbreviation is OFC, LMAO, LOL? Great, great, great. Oh, JEE, they asked that, I think. They ask it in numericals. It comes in numericals. Abbreviation of LOL, LMAO, and good, good, good. You prepare. You prepare that in the side. Come on, people. Try to solve this question. What are you guys doing? Okay. So, people, are you all ready? Shall we solve it? Okay, okay, okay. Let's go. So 27 to the power 999 when it's divided by 7. So how do I write this? I write 27 as 28 minus 1. Okay. So I can write the question as 28 minus 1 to the power 999. Now you can expand it using binomial theorem. Correct? Now you can expand it using your binomial theorem. So how do you expand it using binomial theorem? It is 9990 C0 28 to the power 999 minus 999 C1 28 to the power 998. Like that it keeps going. 999 C 998 plus 28 to the power 1. Then you'll have minus 999 C 999 into 1. So you see every term has a multiple of 28. Every term till here. So every term from the first to the last but one has a multiple of 28. Because you see 28, 28, 28, every term has. Except the last term which is minus 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 7 and I'm going to subtract 7. Got it? I'm going to add and subtract 7. Are you all cool with that? Everybody? Are you all happy with that? Yes? So now this subtracted 7 I'll combine with this. So 28 is nothing but 4 times k, and this subtracted 7, I'll put -1, and this -1 plus 7 will become +6. So this number is 7 times something plus 6. So the remainder is 6, which is the right answer. Was it legendary? Next level, na? It was absolutely awesome. I hope everybody has got it. Are you all clear? Very good, very good, very good. So with that, people, shall we move forward? Are you all happy with whatever we have done so far? Please let me know. Why 7? Because Sanjay, you have negative term. No, remainder cannot be negative. You cannot say remainder is -1. So to make the remainder positive, what I do is I add 7 and I subtract 7. So that is the normal way of doing things. That is the normal way of approaching these questions. Are you all clear? Everybody happy? So with that, shall I move forward to the next question? Let's go. Let's go to the next question, people. So the solution is over here. You guys can go through it. I will share it after the class is over. This is the next question for all of you. Come on, people. Very simple question. Great, great, great. Can we remove the power and calculate the remainder? Elsa, please don't do that. No, 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 no. 21 plus 6 can also be taken. Amog, no man, that won't help you. Try it out and see. Okay, very good. Brilliant, brilliant. Abhishek Gamer, superb, superb. Guys, try the question. Everybody is gone in enjoyment mode. What happened? Board exam result. You guys got upset or you are happy? I don't understand. Either you are sad and you are covering it up like this, or you are too happy and you are all enjoying in the chat. I don't know what's the case, but still, please prepare for your mains. We have only 2 more days, okay? Uday, fantastic. So what is the answer for this question? Come on, people. Everybody. Any shortcut? Aditya, for this question, yeah. For this question, we have a very good shortcut. I will teach you, don't worry. Okay. Ravi Shri, let's check it. Great, great, great. So what is the answer for this question? Come on, people, everybody. Is it option A or B or C or D? Quick. Try to be fast. See, guys, do you all know the properties of arithmetic progression? In an arithmetic progression, the sum of the terms equidistant from the beginning and the end are equal. So, sum of the terms equidistant from the beginning and the end are equal. So, A4 plus A16 is equal to A8 plus A12. Let's say it's equal to S. So, S plus S, 2S is equal to 224. So, S is equal to 112. Now, we want to find out the sum of the first 19 terms. So, sum of first 19 terms is equal to 19 by 2 into A1 plus A19. First term plus last term. So, A4 plus A16 is equal to A1 plus A19. Correct, na? So, A1 plus A19 is also equal to S. So, this is the value of A1 plus A19. So, A1 plus A19 is also 112. So, when you multiply it, I think you get option B. I think you get option B. If I'm not wrong, please check it out, my dear boys and girls. Did you all love it? Srijit Reddy, very good. See how simple I solved. Very short, only 3 lines. 3 lines I solved it because I know the properties of AP. So properties of arithmetic progressions are very important. Don't take them light, okay? Are you all cool? So shall we move forward, my dear boys and girls? Are you all happy with this? Everybody? Very good, fantastic. You guys are awesome. With that, let's go to the next question. The next question for you guys is on your screen. Again, a very conceptual question. Try it out, try it out. Come on, guys, try this out and then we'll move forward. Try this out and then we'll move forward. Are you all solving it? Come on, guys, don't give up. everybody. Monish, yes, you can message me here, Monish. Shimon_Joseph. I have Instagram and Telegram ID. Both are the same. Okay, so you can message me there. I will help you. Very good. So people, are you all ready? Come on guys. Try to be fast. Visual arts. Thank you so much, man. Abhishek says option D. Okay, we will check it. I think you are right. Great. So people, shall we all try to solve this question? Everybody. Fantastic. So let's try to solve this question. So people, you have two circles. Okay. So if you have two circles and if they have common points, that means they should be intersecting, or they should be touching each other externally, or they should be touching each other internally. So these are the extremum cases. Okay. And this is what happens when they intersect at 2 points. Got it? So what are the extreme cases? The extremum cases are external touching and internal touching. Are you clear? So between these two extremums, they will always intersect. Okay. So I am going to specify them. If it is externally touching, then C1, C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. And if it is internally touching, it should be equal to modulus of R1 minus R2. Correct now? So we want it to lie in between this. So what is the distance between centers? This is 5, minus 8. And the center here is minus 3, plus 7. So the distance between them is 8 square plus 15 square. So that will be 17. So C1, C2 is 17. So radius here is how much? Radius here is how much? Any idea? Root of 5 square plus 8 square minus 89. So minus 89 plus r square. So it will be r square. So radius will be equal to modulus of r. And here what is the radius? Here the radius is, it is going to be root of 9 plus 49 minus 42. Is that correct? So radius here is 4. So I will get modulus of r minus 4. I will get modulus of r plus 4. Now you can solve this inequality, you can get the answer. So modulus of r is greater than or equal to 13 and less than or equal to how much? 21. So this is the inequality you get. I hope you guys can solve it. So modulus of r can be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But modulus of r. So r is equal to plus or minus all of them. So 9 into 2. So 9 into 2 is 18. 18 is your answer. I hope you guys liked it. Was it brilliant? Everybody happy? Shall I move forward? Please let me know in the chat, people. Shall we proceed to the next one? If you guys are all enjoying it, then we shall move to the next one. Very good. Sai Kirtana, awesome. Shruti, Yogesh Yadav, Sharmi, Uday Killer. Fantastic. Selva Hariharan, I am glad you are liking it. So people, if you enjoyed it, let me know in the chat, guys. Come on, where is the energy? No motivation, no power. Only old people here in the chat. Fantastic. Great. Amog, please pull the video back and watch it again. I would recommend that because we have a lot more to cover. Why that inequality? Hasini, that is the condition for the circles to intersect or touch each other. For the circles to have common points, they should either intersect or they should be touching each other externally or internally. That is when you have common points. That is a very good concept. I hope you guys liked it. Brilliant question, not very simple. Very good Aisha, very good Adish. Fantastic. Nandini, I'm glad you're all enjoying it. So people, for those who have a doubt in this question, please pull the video back. Please pull the video back and watch it. I will not be able to reply. I will not be able to respond the entire solution again because we have a lot more to cover. Okay, so let's keep moving forward. So the next question, come on guys, another brilliant question. Another brilliant question. Everybody try to solve it. Quick, 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 quick. Let's go. Everybody please try to solve it. Will July shift be difficult than June shift? Sukesh, nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. Even if somebody says they know it, they are just lying. They are just fooling you. We don't know. We can only prepare well. We can work hard and give our best. Don't bother about what is the exam difficulty, how others are preparing. You focus on yourself. Do your best and just wait for the result. If you get it, you get it. Be happy. If you don't, it's okay. It is just another exam in life. Work and you will make it big in life one day. Okay, just be consistent. Don't give up. Okay. Great. So, shall I solve this question, guys? This is a fabulous question. It is ultimate. But again here, you need to know concepts. If you don't know concepts, you cannot do anything. Okay. So, what do we have? See, we have a hyperbola. Okay, a hyperbola looks like this. Now, a chord passing through that point. So, we have a chord. Let's say we have a chord like this, and it passes through 2, 1. Now they're asking you locus of point of intersection of tangents. Let's say you have tangents and you want to find out the locus of point of intersection. Okay, so let's call this point as h, k. Now people, so with respect to this point P, what is AB? With respect to point P, what is AB? Can you tell me? With respect to point P, AB is called as chord of contact. With respect to point P, AB is called as chord of contact. Everybody fine with that? Are you all happy? Everybody finding it easy? Now, how do you get chord of contact equation? Chord of contact equation you get by the formula T equal to 0 with respect to this point. So how do you get T equal to 0 for this? X square will become XCX1 by 16 minus Y square will become YY1. It will become YY1 by 9 equal to 1. Now, this is the chord of contact. So, this is the equation of AB line. Now, it passes through 2, 1. It passes through 2, 1. So, that means 2, 1 should satisfy this. So, put X as 2 and Y as 1. So, that is my answer. So, I got a relation between H and K without any other parameter. So, now take LCM. If I take LCM, what will I get? H by 8 minus K by 9 is equal to 1. So, I will get 9H minus 8K is equal to 72. So, now it's an equation without any other parameter. So, H will become X, K will become Y. That's your answer. So, 9X minus 8Y equal to 72. That is the right answer. Answer is option C. Was it good? Did you all enjoy it? Everybody please let me know. Come on guys, please let me know in the chat. And then we shall move forward. I want you all to be energetic. Come on guys, don't give up. Everybody try to solve it. Fantastic Sachin, fantastic. Sandhya, very good. Selva Ariyaran, Yogesh, Santosh Kumar, Nihari, very good. Sai Ketana, you guys are awesome. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, people. That's the spirit. Akashian, welcome, man. Great. So with that, people, let's go to the next question. The next question for you all is right on your screen. Another legendary question. Legendary question. Very common, very repeated in JEE Mains. This pattern, okay, it is series involving inverse trigonometric functions. Series involving inverse trigonometric functions. So let's see how to solve them. Please try it out, people. I will give you 1 minute to try, after which we will solve it together. Okay? Very good, very good, very good. Quick, quick, quick. And people, I hope you're all calculating your score. Are you all doing that? Please make sure you are counting your scores, okay? Because at the end of the class, I'll ask you, how much each person is getting. Cool? Let's go, people. So what do we have here? F of x is tan inverse of this. We have to sum it up. But before I do summation, let's simplify this. Guys, can I write 2 power x as? How many of you are okay with this? Sir, legendary sir, super. How many of you are feeling that this is correct? Sir, it's correct, sir. Very good. Because that is what I'm going to do. That is exactly what I'm going to do. Very good, very good. Come on, people. Let me know in the chat. If you feel it's correct, give me a like. Smash that like button and put a fire in the chat. If you feel this is right, then smash that like button and put a fire in the chat. Then we'll move forward. Come on, people. Quick, 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 quick. Hurry up. Everybody. Very good. Brilliant. Now, I will write the numerator like that. So, f of x is equal to tan inverse of numerator. I'll write as 2 power x plus 1 minus 2 power x divided by 1 plus this. I will write it as 2 power x plus 1 into 2 power x. Sir, beautiful sir. Because now this will become tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy. Tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy. So that will reduce as tan inverse of x minus tan inverse of y. Now that makes our life much easier. Sir, how does this help, sir? Wait, this is just 1/2 of the question. The other half is still left out. I will show you how it helps. Okay? So shall we get started? So now let's get started with the second part of the question, where we need to sum up. We need to sum everything from r equal to 1 to 9. That means it is f of mutai, f of 0 plus f of 1 plus f of 2 all the way up to f of 9. Okay. So f of 0 is what? F of 0 is tan inverse of 2 power 0 plus 1 minus tan inverse of 2 power 0 plus f of 1 is tan inverse of 2 power 2 minus tan inverse of 2 power 1 plus f of 2 is tan inverse of 2 power 3 minus tan inverse of 2 power 2 all the way up to last term is tan inverse of f of 9 is 2 power 10 minus tan inverse of 2 power 9. So what will get cancelled? This and last term. So only 2 terms will be left out, which is tan inverse of 2 power 10 minus tan inverse of 2 power 0, which is 1. So now I can combine them. Tan inverse of 2 power 10 is 1024 minus tan inverse of 1. So combine them. Tan inverse of A minus tan inverse of B is tan inverse of A minus B by 1 plus AB. 1 plus AB will become 1025. So 1023 by 1025, that will be your answer. Was it legendary? Did you guys like it? Was it epic? Was it ultimate? Please let me know, guys. Quick, 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 quick. I want you all to be fast. I want you all to be ultra fast. So shall we move forward? Great, great, great. So yeah, with that, people, shall we proceed? You guys have enjoyed this question, got the concept. Guys, trust me, this concept is amazing. Okay, if you learned it, if you understood it, then you're good to go. Okay, this has a very high chance of coming in the exam, so don't take it lightly. So let's move forward, guys. Let's move forward to the next question, which is right on your screen over here. Another legendary question. Another legendary question. Everybody go for it. Quick, 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 quick. Yogesh, this is the method to solve it, Yogesh. Such questions are solved only by this method. We call it the method of differences. Okay. And this is also a very interesting question. Everybody try it out. I am sure you will get it right. I am very sure you guys can get it right. Go for it. So how do you solve this question? Take log on both sides. If I take log, I'll get 2a log x plus 3b log y is equal to 5m, and then you'll have 3c log x plus 4d log y is equal to 2n. Okay, so now treat this as a variable capital X, treat this as a variable capital Y. So this is capital X, this is capital Y. So I have two linear equations in two variables. So I can solve it by Cramer's rule. So by Cramer's rule I know capital X is equal to delta 1 by delta. Okay, so what is delta 1? Delta 1 is constants I write first column, and second column should be 3b and 4d. 3b and 4d divided by what is delta? Delta is coefficient 2a 3b 3c 4d. 2a 3b 3c 4d. So that is your x. So x, how do you get it? From here, what is delta 1? Delta 1 is same. So delta 1 by delta 3 is x. So x is delta 1 by delta 3. X is delta 1 by delta 3. Correct? But what is that x? That is log x. So capital X is log x, which is delta 1 by delta 3. So actual x is what? Actual x is e to the power delta 1 by delta 3. So answer is option D, not A. Everybody would have marked A, but answer is option D. Very good question. It is not lengthy. No guys, this is not lengthy. If you are saying this is lengthy, then you haven't seen lengthy. JEE Mains, now they have started asking lengthy questions. So you have to be ready. You cannot say that it's lengthy. Okay. Are you all clear? Did you like it? Very good question, nah? Very nice question based on Cramer's rule. Why is it not lengthy? Because it is two variable system, guys. Hello? Two variable system you studied in 10th standard. Okay. So it's not lengthy. It's very simple. This you already covered in 10th. In 11th and 12th, we studied three variable system. That would have been a lengthy question. Got it? Okay. So yeah, with that, shall I move forward? Let's go. Let's go to the next question, boys and girls. Another epic question. Another legendary question. Come on, people. Everybody, go for it. Harshit, thank you so much, man. So people, here I will use a property, a very nice property. GIF of x plus GIF of minus x is equal to minus 1 or 0. When it is minus 1, when x is not an integer. And whenever x is an integer, it becomes 0. So this is a very nice property. Please make a note of it. If you did not know it, make a note of it. GIF of x plus GIF of minus x is always minus 1 when x is not an integer. But when it is an integer, it becomes 0. So here, guys, sin x is majorly not an integer only. It becomes integer only when 0, only at 0, 1 and minus 1. So very rarely it takes integral values, so we neglect them. Okay, actually you can leave it out. So the easiest approach would be, so first sin x is a periodic function. So I will write 0 to 12 pi as 6 times of 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi sin t plus GIF of minus sin t dt. Okay, now I can break it into intervals. Okay, in the first quadrant it will be minus 1, second quadrant again minus 1, third quadrant again minus 1, fourth quadrant also will be minus 1. So basically it will always be minus 1, guys. Okay, so you can say it is 6 into 0 to 2 pi sin x GIF plus minus sin x GIF will always be minus 1, because you might ask me, sir, sin 90 is 1, sir. How can it be minus 1 then? Guys, sin 90 is one value. So if you look at the graph of sine between 0 to 2 pi, it takes 0 here, 1 here, 0 here, minus 1 here, 0 here. So only 4 points you have integer values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only these 5 points you have integer values. But all the other infinite points, it is not an integer. Your sin x is not an integer. Sin x will be 0 here, 1 here, 0 here, minus 1 here, 0 here. So only at these 5 points it is an integer, rest of the places it is not. Okay, so I can just directly take it as minus 1 dt, so it will be 12 pi. It's a very simple question, minus 12 pi. Okay, so that's the answer. I hope you all liked it. Hello, Priyambika, welcome, nice to see you. Ria, welcome Ria, nice to have you here. Bhavya, fantastic. So people, are you all done? Aditya, don't worry about it. MSAT now is over. Focus on the exams which are to come. Try to do well in JEE Mains, okay? So people, shall I move forward? Come on people. Uday killer, very good Uday. Sanjana, fantastic. Very good, very good. Yes, minus 12 pi is correct. So people, shall we move to the next question? Come on guys, let me know in the chat. How is your energy? Are you ready? Great, great, great. Gyanendra Simha, very good, that's right. Brilliant, brilliant. Lord Ajay, no problem man. If you learnt it, that's awesome. So with that, let's move forward to the next question guys. The next question is on your screen. Everybody, please try to solve it. Come on guys, go for it. It's a fantastic question. Okay, it is a fantastic question. All of you try to complete it. I will solve it once you guys are done trying. So you guys try it for a while and then I will help you. Bhavya is saying cheat code works. Great, great, great. Very good, Krishna Sirigiri. Awesome. Thank you, Ria. I'm glad you are loving the lectures. Yash, superb. Krishna Chaitanya, Josh is high. That's awesome, man. That's what we want. So people, first draw the graph of this, okay? So we want from x equal to minus 2 to x equal to plus 3. So minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So between minus 2 to minus 1, we have what? We have modulus of box of x minus 3. So box of x minus 3 will be what? When you have an integer, you can take it out. You can say it's box of x minus 3, right? So box of x in this place will be what? It will be minus 2. Minus 2 minus 3 modulus will be 5. So it will be 5 over here. Okay. Now minus 1 to 0, it will be what? Minus 1 to 0. GIF of x will be minus 1. So minus 1 minus 3 will be minus 4. Box modulus of minus 4 will be 4. So it will be 4 here. Then it will be 3. Then it will be 2. Then it will be 1. So the area is 5 into 1, 4 into 1, 3 into 1, 2 into 1, 1 into 1. So 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Answer is 15. Because height is 5, breadth is 1. So 5 into 1 is 5. Height is 4, breadth is 1. So 4 into 1 is 4. Similarly, height is 3, breadth is 1. 3 into 1 is 3. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you add all of them, you will get 15. That is the answer. Was it epic? Did you guys like it? Was it awesome? Please let me know guys. Veda Samhita. The answer is option B, 15. Please check it. It's not 21. It should be 15 because it's 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Are you clear? Very good. Very good. Gyanendra Simha, king for entertainment. Aditya, Pritika. Very good. You guys have absolutely nailed it. Good job guys. Good job. Keep it up. Rahul. Very good Rahul. Madhu Karthik, what is your doubt? You have to draw the graph of modulus of x minus 3. Okay, so try to plot that graph, you will understand it. It's very simple. See, modulus of GIF of x minus 3. I removed minus 3 outside because minus 3 is an integer. When you have an integer inside, you can bring it outside the GIF. So you'll have box of x minus 3. Now that I take modulus. So box of x I will go interval by interval. So I want from minus 2 to plus 3. So minus 2 to plus 3, I'll go step by step. So minus 2 to minus 1, box of x will be minus 2 for this interval. And for minus 1 to 0, box of x will be minus 1 for this interval. Like that you find for each interval and then you plot it, you will get the answer. Got it? Are you all clear? So shall we move forward, people? Very good. Amazing, guys. So with that, let's proceed to the next one. Another easy question. Laddu question. Come on, guys. Yes. Everybody try it out. Be quick, guys. Don't give up. Everybody try to solve it. Be quick. Do not give up, guys. Fantastic. Madhu Karthik, awesome, man. I'm glad you understood it. Sanjana, very good. Aditya, fantastic. Krishna, super Krishna. Guys, this is based on linear differential equation, LDE. Why? Because you have dy by dx minus xy is equal to 1. So what is the integrating factor? The integrating factor is, it is e to the power integral of minus x dx. So it will be e to the power minus of x square by 2. That is the integrating factor. So it will become what? Y into e to the power minus x square by 2 is equal to integral of e to the power minus x square by 2 dx. Because right hand side is 1, no. I have to multiply by integrating factor. So 1 into integrating factor will become e to the power minus x square by 2. That I have to integrate. Got it? So now what is integral of e to the power minus x square by 2? They have given it to be f of x. So just take it as f of x and then finish it off. So y into e to the power minus x square by 2 is equal to f of x plus c. So now y will be what? F of x into e to the power x square by 2 plus c into e to the power x square by 2. That is your answer. I hope all of you liked it. So you compare now. Y is equal to f of x into e to the power x square by 2. So k should be 1. So k should be 1 is the answer. It is option D. Because if you compare these two, you get k value to be 1. Because there is only one coefficient here. Okay? Are you all clear? Did you like it? Very good. You guys are absolutely awesome. Guys, this was a very nice question. I hope you all are able to follow. If you guys have any doubt, feel free to ask. Feel free to let me know. Okay, so shall we proceed? Are you guys ready for the next one? Great. Superb, guys. Very good, Sai Kirtana. Very good, Abhishek, Mahi, Uday. Super. So yeah, with that, people, let's go to the next question. The next one is over here. Please try it out. Again, a very simple question. These are all from the official NTA mock tests. NTA Abhyas mock test. So yeah, try them out. These are the questions which can come. In your exam, you'll have a mixture of easy questions and tough questions. So it's your job to figure out what are easy ones, what are tough ones, and capture them as soon as possible. Okay, very good, Mokshagna, fantastic. Great. So what is the answer? Abhishek Gamer, you are right, man. Legendary. You got it as soon as I gave the question. Very good. Krishna, welcome, man. Zishan, very good evening. Nice to see you here. Sumant, if you work hard, why not? You can try, Sumant. Okay, so people, everybody, let's try to solve it. The answer is option C. Okay, so how do you solve this question? First of all, what I'll do is, I will rewrite the question. So I have tan inverse of e to the power x by, I write as e to the power x plus e to the power minus x, I write as 1 by e to the power x. Okay, so if I take LCM, what will I get? If I take LCM, what will I get? Everybody, think about it. So it will become e to the power 2x plus 1 by e to the power x. Correct now? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take e to the power x as t. So if I take e to the power x as t, I'll get what? E to the power x as t means I'll get t into tan inverse of t divided by e to the power 2x will be t square plus 1 and dx will be what? So e to the power x dx will be dt. So this e to the power x dx will become dt. So this t will not be there. Okay. E to the power x dx will become dt, tan inverse of t divided by t square plus 1. Now what will I do? Again substitution. Take tan inverse of t as z. So if I take tan inverse of t as z, what will I get? I will get integral of z dz. How, sir? Because if tan inverse of t is z, then the derivative of that is 1 by 1 plus t square dt is equal to dz. So 1 by 1 plus t square dt will be dz and tan inverse of t is z. So that is nothing but z square by 2 plus c. So z square by 2 plus c means it will be tan inverse of t whole square by 2 plus c. Now what is t? T is nothing but e power x. So it will be tan inverse of e power x whole square by 2. So f of x is nothing but e power x. F of x is nothing but e to the power x. So what is the range of e power x? E power x range is 0 to infinity. E power x range is 0 to infinity. Are you all clear? Did you all like it? Was it amazing? Was it ultimate? Did you guys love it? Please let me know in the chat, people. Give me a fire, give me a thumbs up, and then we shall move forward. Quick, 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 quick. Come on, people. Come on, be fast. Great, great, great. Super, people. Very nice work. So with that, let's move forward to the next question. The next question is a set of numericals. Are you ready? Shall we conquer them? Shall we do it? Let's go. Come on, guys. Last 4 questions. Will you all solve it with me? Because we have numericals also in the exam. How is the Josh? Let me know in the chat. Let me see some fire. Let me see some energy. Come on, people. Don't give up. 4 more questions. Will you solve those 4 along with me? Very good. You guys are awesome. Great, great, great. So here we go. This is the first question. Everybody try it out. Very easy. I have brought simple questions to improve your concepts. We have 2 more mock tests now. Let's take it slow. Tomorrow also we have mock test. Sunday also we have sure short questions. So don't miss it out. Be regular. These are the last 2 days before your exam. Last fight. Okay. Let's give our best. Real Madrid is the best. No, man. Maybe when Ronaldo was there. Okay. It's going to create a controversy. But I used to like Chelsea. I still like Chelsea in the English Premier League, but in La Liga, I don't know. I used to like Barcelona, but now everything is disintegrated. Real Madrid is the best. Okay, somebody got upset, offended. It's okay, man. It's okay, man. I only care about English Premier League. So yeah, it's okay. Great. So people, are you all done? Everybody cool? So people, let's try to finish it off. Okay, it's not a very tough task. It's a very simple question. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So people, if A and B are 2 events such that P of A is equal to 4 by 7 and P of A intersection B is 3 by 28, the conditional probability is how much? So guys, what is conditional probability? So first of all, conditional probability is given as P of A intersection A complement union B complement divided by P of A complement union B complement. Is that okay with everybody? Till here, did you like it? Till here, did you all like it? Please let me know. I just wrote the statement of conditional probability. If you prepared little bit for board exam, you should be knowing this. If you prepared little bit for board exam, you should be knowing this. Rakesh Vardhan, absolutely right. It's a very easy question. It just looks scary. You know what? Many people won't even attempt this in exam. Many people won't even attempt this in the exam. But actually it's a dabba question. It's a laddu question. Okay. Harshini, very good Harshini, you are right. 50 is the answer. Sumant Khanna, very good Sumant. Sai Kirtana, fantastic. So 50 is the answer. Okay. So shall we all try to finish it off? Everybody? Great. So now let's finish it off. What do we have? So first let's understand what is A complement, union B complement. So let's draw a universal set, and then you have set A, and then let's say you have set B. So guys, what is A complement, union B complement? A complement, union B complement will be this region. So this is A complement, union B complement. So probability of A complement, union B complement is nothing but total probability minus probability of A intersection B, because it is everything apart from center. It is everything else apart from center, the intersection. So everything else means 1. 1 minus the middle intersection. So that is what I wrote. So 1 minus P of A intersection B is 3 by 28. Now, what is A intersection? What is A intersection? A complement, union B complement. So A intersection, A complement, union B complement is this region. Correct now? This region is A intersection, A complement, union B complement. So what is that? So that is nothing but, listen carefully, that is nothing but P of A minus P of A intersection B. So P of A minus P of A intersection B. So it is 4 by 7 minus 3 by 28. So that will be 16 minus 3 by 28. That will be 13 by 28. Okay. So numerator is 13 by 28. Denominator is 25 by 28. So it is 13 by 25. So that's your answer, 13 by 25. So that is lambda. So we want 26 by lambda. So we want 26 by 13 by 25, which is equal to 50. So 50 is my answer. If you got 50, you are right. Otherwise, you are wrong. Legendary. Did you guys love it? Are you all clear? Everybody? So if you're all happy, then shall we move forward, people? Please. Very good. Anirudh Pradhan, Sahir, you guys are awesome. Fantastic. So with that, let's go to the next question, people. The next question is over here. Everybody try to solve it. Another laddu question. Another laddu question, but by solving this, you learn concepts, you learn formats, you learn formulas. So that's the advantage. So don't worry if it is easy or tough. You will get some easy questions in your exam. But learning formulas is a good thing which happens on the background. Okay, so please try it out, guys. Try it out. So you have mean of 40 observations is equal to 20. So guys, this is based on statistics. So we know that variance is equal to sigma xi square by n minus mean square. Now what is variance? Variance is standard deviation square. So standard deviation square is 25. 25 is equal to sigma xi square. That is the sum of all the squares divided by number of observations is 40 minus mean square is 20 square. That's it. Over. So 20 square is 400. So 400 plus 25 into 40 is equal to sum of all the squares, which is equal to how much? You guys can calculate. So we need to divide it by 1000 also. Okay, so this will be 25 times. So 425 by 25 is 17. I think that's correct. Yeah, 17 is the right answer because we want sum of the squares of the observations is k, that is k, but we want k by 1000. So that's why I divided by 1000 and that will give me 17 as the answer. Okay, very good. Ranjani, very good. Mahi, Vijay Kumar, Mokshagna, Rakesh, Santosh, Sai Kirtana, Bhavya, Varun, very good, very good. Brilliant, guys. Nihari, superb. You guys are awesome. Sumant is also correct. So with that, next question for you all, right on your screen. Please try to solve it. Anita, awesome Anita. All the best. Happy for you. Everybody done? Guys, are you all clear? Did you get the answer? Fantastic, fantastic. Very good. So how do you solve this question? This is another legendary question, okay? I'll teach you how to solve it. See, x is equal to pi by 3. It's tending to pi by 3. So I'll get x as pi by 3 plus h. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take limit h tending to 0 and the numerator, now I'll take 2 common. So it will become 1 minus root 3 by 2 sin x minus 1 by 2 cos x. So it will become root 3 by 2 sin x plus 1 by 2 cos x. Okay, so that is what? Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Cos A cos B. So cos B, how it will be 1 by 2? When B is 60. So it is cos of A minus B formula. So it is cos of A minus B. That's the formula. Okay. Divided by, I will take 9 outside. If I take 9 outside, I will have x minus pi by 3 whole square. Now people, x minus pi by 3 is h. X is equal to pi by 3 plus h. So x minus pi by 3 is h. So this will become h square. It will become h square in the denominator and here it will become 1 minus cos h. So what is 1 minus cos h? 1 minus cos h is 2 sin square h by 2 divided by h square 9 times limit h tending to 0. So sin square h by 2 by h square by 4 will become 1. Sin square h by 2 by h square by 4 will become 1. This 4 and this 4 will get cancelled. Answer is 1 by 9. So if you got 1 by 9, you are absolutely right. Great job. Great job. So the reciprocal of this would be 9. So 9 is the answer for this question. Superb question. Easy. Easy laddu question. But yeah, you should be careful while solving. L'Hopital can we use? Yes, 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 you can use. Guys, of course you can use L'Hopital. You are free to do that. You are absolutely free to do that. L'Hopital also works, so go for it. Yup. Everybody happy? Guys, if you enjoyed it, smash that like button and then we'll move forward. Okay? Everybody cool? So this is the last question for you. Everybody try it out, guys. Don't give up. The last question for the day. All of you try to finish it. Yes, Saurav. Saurav, generally I don't solve by L'Hopital because for advance, for tough questions, L'Hopital is not recommended because questions can be made in such a way that L'Hopital doesn't work. Okay, so you should ideally be ready with standard limits also. Okay, very good. So people, everybody try to solve this question. Come on, guys. Everybody. Rakesh, what is the doubt, Rakesh? Let me know, I'll help you. Very good, Chandana, you are awesome. Keep it up. Suhas, very good, Suhas. Rupa, thank you so much, Rupa. I'm glad you are loving it. Okay, so shall we try to finish it off, guys? Come on, let's do it. Ajay, what are you doing, man? Solve this question, come on. Okay, so guys, you have 3 points on the ellipse. Sorry, 2 points on the ellipse and origin. Okay, so you have origin and you have point P, which is cos theta, A cos theta, B sin theta. So here for this ellipse, A is what? A square is 16, so A is equal to 4. And B is what? B square is 4, so B is equal to 2. Correct? So you'll have A cos theta, comma B sin theta. That is P. And what is Q? Q is A cos theta plus pi by 6. So 4 cos theta plus pi by 6, comma B sin theta plus pi by 6. Did you all like it? Sir, how to find area, sir? So difficult it is. Sir, it is so difficult. But guys, it's very simple. Answer is 2. Very good, Rakesh. You guys are legendary, man. You guys are next level. Answer is 2. You guys are right. How do you do it? We use the determinant formula. Half x1 y1 1, x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3, I'm sorry, 2, right? x3 y3 1. Okay. Now when you open it, you will get the answer. Everybody done? So this is a very easy determinant, right? Because two values are 0 in the first row. So you can open with respect to the first row. It will be what? Half into, it will be 1 into 8. So 8 I can take common. I'll have cos theta sin theta plus pi by 6 minus sin theta cos theta plus pi by 6. So I'll have sin of theta plus pi by 6 minus theta. So it will be 4 into sin pi by 6 is half. So sin pi by 6 is half. So 4 into half will be 2. That is your answer for this question. I hope you all liked it. If you enjoyed it, please let me know in the chat how the third column is 1. Harshini, that's the formula to find area of triangle. What are you doing? That's the formula to find area of triangle, na? When you have 3 vertices of a triangle given, A x1 y1, B x2 y2, C x3 y3, the formula is half determinant of x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1. That's the formula, okay? I hope you are clear. Harshini, you have to revise formula. These are all very basic. You should be aware of it. Okay? So shall we move forward? So that's about it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. In case some of you are planning to repeat, or if you need some help in the last 2-3 days in the form of a crash course, do check out the courses. We have a legendary droppers batch beginning in Vedantu in English for JEE repeaters. It is just 55,000 for 1 year, and you have trial also. For 15 days, the trial is just 1,500, I guess. Okay, so you can check all the details in the description of this video. I hope you enjoyed the session. Guys, if you enjoyed the session, don't forget to smash that like button and leave a comment how much you scored. Guys, did you all calculate how much you scored? If you calculated, then comment it down below, okay? Comment down how much you scored. Very good, Mokshagna, superb. So people, this is the course. We have crash course AI live only for 1,800. In this, I also teach. So I also teach in this crash course. It is just 1,800 if you need some last minute boost. And if you're a dropper, sir, I am planning to repeat next year. I am planning to study again. Then you can refer to our droppers batch. It is starting very soon for English on August 1st. So now is the right time to join. This is for 1 year. This is for 1 whole year. And you have just 49,000 as the fee. Okay? Very good. So yeah, with that, people, will conclude. If you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. And please make sure you join our Telegram group. See, this is my Instagram ID. So below my Instagram ID, you have the Telegram group also. Okay, so that is Shreyas sir's ID. We have Wazim sir, Shreyas sir, and my Instagram ID in case if you are interested to be friends or just be in touch with us, you can do so. And you can also join our Telegram group. So this is the Telegram group. You guys can join that so that we will share the PDF to you guys. Okay. So don't forget to do that, guys, because only then you will get the PDF of today's class. So this is the link for Telegram, or you can scan the QR code, whatever is easy for you. Okay? So did you all love it? So people, if you enjoyed this high quality content, make sure you subscribe, share this video to your friends, and also smash that like button, comment down below with whatever you felt. Okay? Thank you so much. Work hard, people. Love you all. We will see you as one team tomorrow again at 5 o'clock. Don't miss it. Okay? Take care, guys. Love you. Revise your formulas and come. Some of you were not knowing formulas. Harshini and few others I was noticing in the chat. Not only her, there are lots of people. I think Ajay was also quite distracted today. Guys, please come seriously, okay? You have 2 days. So go revise your formulas and come prepared. Without formulas, you cannot do anything, guys. Okay? So try to put some effort. Got it? Take care, people. Love you all. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.